Well. It's Sunday night. What's going on, guys?
Not much.
Sunday night already, man. Going by quick.
I know. I'm pretty excited. I'm excited that Kryptonian isn't here. That's been pretty exciting and everything. It's been fun not seeing that mug of his, man. Oh man! Oh dude! I was just saying how much I missed.
I'm surprised you can see anything at all with those failing eyes of yours.
Hey, watch it now.
Hey, it's my ears, dude. I don't listen to anything.
You're lucky you got a guy that's just as old as you as this guy.
That's right.
And then, so we got baby Greek up there too, man. He's like, you're 31 or something like that, right? What's up, fellas?
36.
Seriously, I got to go back and look when you shaved your beard off, because just in my mind, I remember when you came on, I was like, holy smokes, what the heck? And you looked, I'm thinking, man, you look 10 years younger. Did he?
Yeah,
you look like a baby.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the dickhead to get out so I can shave finally, you know?
That's right. What he said about your,
Yeah.
But someone said in the chat of some time that when you were live or whatever, they're like, hey, could you get your dad or something? What was that? Was it you or Prado or whatever? They were like, hey, could you get your dad to come on the live because you guys look so young?
Yeah, it did.
All right. Let's get into this. All right.
Some real stuff.
So nothing's been going on for like the last week. We all just been sitting around just doing nothing. So we don't have anything to talk about.
We're just planting flowers and watching the pool. Yeah.
So wow. Where do we want to start, man? Where do we want to start? We start at the beginning. We start in the middle. Well, I guess the last time we were live was when Nick did his AMA, right?
Yeah.
So that was my time Friday afternoon, and he explained a bunch of stuff and talked about what was going forward, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people got a good information out of that. I think that there were a lot of things that were kind of in progress, though, and it was a good foundation for like a first meeting type thing. But did you guys get a chance to catch it? I mean, you guys have been telling me what he said, and I was on there, so you guys probably know more than I do.
Yeah, it's hard to even think back to that AMA because then the next AMA happened, and then All Madness hit. So it's like, whoa, I haven't even had a chance to rewatch the original one and get all the news.
So, so we go from that AMA, and I think a lot of people felt pretty good, about things, and they felt good that they'd have a voice and all that kind of stuff. And then we went to what was the next part? The next part was
hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh, let me go grab my bag of almonds. Hold on, because he can eat peanuts.
Popcorn, man, popcorn.
Pistachios. Come on now, pistachios.
What happened next? Okay, so
Saturday, no deal was struck.
Oh yeah. So here we go. So when Nick did his AMA, found out that the other guy had returned and was in charge of the Discord. So I just left. I don't want to be.
Me too.
But they told me that I should. Today they were like, "Man, why'd you leave? You should have stayed there." And they wanted a competition about how long you could get timed out. And I was like, "Oh man, I missed that competition."
You would have probably been in the top 3.
Yeah, it took me 5 seconds. I just said, hey, scumbag Brian Legend, what's your favorite Greek here? I'm just here to I just saw NR's name. I'm just here to wonder if you're going to take the rest of our money as you go. And then instantly my comment removed, timed out 6 days. It took less than 5 seconds.
That's hilarious, man. Richard Head Ledger.
You should have started with something like, "Hey scumbag, the beard is still here."
I know. I was on the plane, so I was trying to just whatever would go through because I don't know, it was just all messed up. That one went through and I literally got banned. Nice. It was
what's up? What's up, fellas?
Oh, what's up, buddy?
What up, homie?
What do you say there? Your thing says, "How you do anything is how you do everything." Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man.
But are you going to buy a new name now?
What's up, Dick?
Yeah. Yeah, I kept getting kicked out of the Vulcan
It's crazy.
Discord, so I went in with
I
like
imagine
3
why.
different alts. Yeah, I kept going in. I had like 3 different alts, and they were all something about Brian. Like they were all, BL.
I
What was
told
it?
you to just
Bald
go in silent.
loser. I
You
You know
put
what?
BL,
So,
bald
guys,
loser.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this now before I say it on live. Okay, this is backstage. It's
We're not
crazy how.
backstage. We're not backstage.
Oh, my bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this now, guys.
You're like the backstage, not at all. Anymore.
I'm just joking, guys. I'm not gonna say anything. I promise you guys.
Nah, go ahead, man. What you got?
No, I can't, man. I can't.
You got the right.
No,
Shoot me a text.
Greek will be pissed at me if I say it, man. So I'm not.
You
Gonna
can say whatever you want. It's all
No, I
good
can't.
here.
No, I can't. I promise you, I can't. No, guys, we'll wait. We'll wait till I get my drink. My wife's making me a drink, so
Oh, there
I
you
get
go.
I get a liquid courage, and then maybe
Hopefully,
I'll say
NR's
it.
got his drink.
All I have to say that Kryptonian, you and I have a beef with you, buddy.
Uh-oh.
I don't eat beef. I eat chicken. But go ahead.
I'm not sure if am I supposed to be called Papa Smurf or am I supposed to be that Batman atrocity that you posted in the?
I think you're
new
Batman,
name?
dude. I would be considered Papa Smurf, man, because I'm,
Papa Bat Smurf.
you're like what
Papa Bat
6'2"?
Smurf.
You're like
That was an
6'2". You know, I'm not
official
even
vote
close
we
to
had,
that.
okay?
So yeah, I'd be a little blue guy.
That was an
Um,
official Discord vote with emojis. Okay.
I know. I wonder how that
Vote
came
was
out.
yes.
They're probably all like,
I think Chris Cruzy is like 6'3", right?
Yeah, he's a big guy. No, you're like 6'3", aren't you?
No, I'm
Terry?
6. I'm 6.
6 foot.
"Are you serious? I thought you were 6'2".
No.
How tall are you, Greg?
6 foot.
You see, it's another thing too. I thought you were a lot taller. Fowler's the one, isn't he? Like 6'2"?
Yeah,
Fowler's tall.
And then he has that mohawk on
Six,
top.
6'3",
It's like
with his
6'4".
hair.
And
You know?
you don't
like
even
5.
see that with him. He just seems like a regular guy, you know, just sitting there and everything like that. But he stands up, and you're like, whoa. So
I'm 6'4".
All right, man. Good for you.
no, you're not. I saw your I see
I
your
just think, I'm
commercials.
like, wait, I stood next to Pride. What's going on?
Wait, you're 6'4"?
Pride
No.
6'4" standing on my shoulders.
Yeah.
I saw Pride use his. I saw Pride in his commercial using his Fritz. He wasn't 6'4".
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, dude, they must have
5'8".
big counters there. All right, so Fowler's there.
Yes,
Hey,
Fowler.
Fowler, so you're 6'2", right, Fowler?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
We just
You
have
called
talking
that.
about how the height is just different when you're like see him on the screen and everything. And
Yeah,
No,
we're
because
talking
we're
about
talking
Papa
about-
Smurf and Batman. I mean, I think you're more.
you
of
know
a-
what? The Batman stuff's going to get you in trouble, buddy.
bro? I mean, I would much rather be Batman than Papa Smurf. I'll tell you that.
All right,
Oh,
listen.
Don't knock Papa
Because we
Smurf,
know you
man.
got the
He's
Bruce
wise.
Wayne money. I'm just gonna say it right now. Everybody knows you got the Bruce Wayne money. Okay,
One, he was voted as Batman. So
the guy.
I
was
swear,
waiting
his
for it.
internet connection is
What I would-
terrible.
Wayne Enterprises.
If you drive,
Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't.
I didn't touch it. My hand.
it was me.
I'm on my phone. Wasn't me.
yeah, you know
Okay, I'm
what?
sorry. I wanted to feel how it felt to do it.
Oh, it's the power, man. The power.
It's the beard, man. It's making you brave.
What
So
were
what's
you
up,
gonna say,
fellas?
Kryptonite? I want to know what you were saying.
Oh, you have your name on a building, bro. Okay, none of us can say that. All right,
Well,
all right. That's
I
all I'm gonna
can.
say.
It's carved
Batman.
in wood in my front door. It says established. I'm kidding.
All right, so just so that you know that you guys, man, just so that you know that I want to be fair for the community to see and understand everything and to be completely transparent. This is what we're talking about here. This is, dude,
Yes, he's Bruce
why
Wayne.
you gotta do this to me, man?
Oh god.
Come on.
Oh man,
Classic.
There
The
he
only
is.
thing that's not real, guys, are the glasses. Everything that's a six pack right there, bro. I promise.
At
You.
least you didn't do one with the nipples on it. That bad Batman.
No, I didn't want to. I almost put him in the
I'm
Adam
sorry,
West
but
suit.
Terry had to leave.
Well, I had him in the Adam West suit, but then you saw the nipples, so then I had to I had to revert to that one. So.
All right.
Get
You know
him
what?
pierced,
I need-
Chris.
Where's
Get him pierced,
Jason
brother.
at? What's that? What's that, NR?
Get him pierced, dude.
You want 6
Man.
headlights on you.
Dude, I have done a lot of things in my life, but piercing my nipples is not going to be on the list.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, heightens the sensitivity, brother.
Oh man.
Sensitivity.
How much do you take?
We were going along and went right off the cliff, man.
Oh man.
Story of my life.
What was I going to say just now? I forgot. I completely lost everything.
I just want to know
I
how.
know.
I want to know how NR knows that heightens that sensitivity.
Oh, you're going to
Because I got mine done, brother.
Oh god.
He's talking from experience.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right.
This is NR.
Well, where is Jason out there, and is it Live Freedom and a couple? Any of you guys out there that want to reach out to me, and so we can start making some memes that involve Kryptonian and stuff like that? Just let me know. You know.
And it's Pearsoness.
So, guys, how many DMs did you guys get when BL came back?
I'm
Like, I
still
know-
getting DMs.
I was gonna say, man, my stuff was flooded, guys.
Yeah,
It was
I haven't read all of them, man.
it was pretty insane, man. And
So I'm
I
taking
just-
the-
I just can't believe it.
I have the advantage. I had the advantage, and I don't know about Fowler, but Fowler and I were live with Nick when it was happening.
yeah,
And, man, it was great because I had people were DMing me and telling me what stuff that was going on while I'm here, and it was like they kept me in the loop the whole entire time. So it was really great. I enjoyed getting those.
I was
DMs.
trying to keep you in the loop, but one person was preventing that because of Android phone. So
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
wonder who that could
Oh
be.
yeah, That and doo doo.
And doo-doo, man, that's hilarious.
And doo-doo.
Well, you know,
It's not even green text. It's like a faded green text. That's how old his phone is. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah, we do have to give Chris Cruz props because he kind of called this whole thing with BL. I'm talking back like not long after the node tax stuff happened, and I mean we kind
I
of all
called
put
him
this
crazy.
together. Yeah, man. I couldn't believe it, but it happened. It definitely happened, man.
yeah. Some people referred to me
insane.
as talking nonsense. So
Insane, absolute insanity.
I
but-
just said it was too crazy to happen. Like he wouldn't do it again.
Well, the
Nothing
crazy thing is Chris has been reading this guy for forever. He made a ton of money off of him, basically taking his money in Seifu when he would pump the price. Like Chris has his number. He's like the anti-BL.
That's
yeah,
why
I'll
he's
go with that. That's a good nickname. Heck
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah, man, you've got his number, man. 110%.
Well, I
You've got
think a
his
lot
number.
of people did. I think a lot of people did out there. They just weren't so vocal. So we'll see. But Erickson, are you? I didn't see where you replied. Are you going to do an NFT project from what Tartan Madman's talking about here? That'd be pretty cool. I'd like to hear about that. If you ever want to talk about it or whatever, let me know. That's neat. But I didn't mean to interrupt you, NR, and you guys. I don't know what.
Nah, you good, man.
So,
So did you rename your dog back to another name?
Yeah, he's back to being a Cubs fan again. So Wrigley.
Nice.
Wrigley. They changed his name.
So Wiggly.
His name's always been Wrigley. His stage name was Legend, but now he hates. He'll take a shit on Brian Legend.
see now, NR, you were NR Legend before Legend.
Yeah.
Before the
Now his
other
name's
guy.
been ruined.
Yeah, I'm gonna make Legend great again. I
There you
mean,
go.
well, why not?
Like John
Yeah.
Legend, right?
Yeah, and actually, I've already got a book in print that has that as my author name, so I'm not going back at this point. It is what it is.
It is what it
You
is.
know. So, yeah,
I hear some crickets.
yeah, that's me. I'm
Yes.
outside. I'm
Uh,
tending to the pool still.
Dude, he's been tending to that pool for
days.
Well, I was-
24
I
hours.
was gone for 2 weeks, man. So it just kind of, I got my.
rough, man. I get it. I
Yeah.
understand.
Must be nice, sir. Must be nice.
Yeah. I got a dude, like a friend of mine actually owns a pool company. He'll slide through and like do little stuff, but I got leaves and stuff all in it. And all my kids are coming over tomorrow, my grandkids. So got to get it right.
Papa Legend hosting tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right, so listen. I know we got a lot to talk about, and we got a lot to goof off about. But I want to go around, and I want each of you guys, whatever you can, whatever you feel comfortable with. You guys know what's been going on. If you want to do a little recap or anything like that, but just what are you feeling? I mean, I think this community's tuning in because they're not here to see me. They're here to see all of us and how we're doing and what we're thinking, and basically, do we know anything about stuff that Nick said? But honestly, I think that we all know exactly what everybody else knows because we know what he's posted in the new name Discord. So, and by the way, if you guys are watching and you don't know that there's another Discord out there, let me know. I'll put it in there right now. There's another Discord that Nick created after all the stuff happened with the other guy coming back. So,
But isn't that supposed to be going away within 24 hours?
well,
36 hours?
yeah, I saw that thing, and this is my point. So, the way I feel about it is that I don't care what the other guys got to say, and you guys can call them whatever. So there's some great names out there, by the way.
Dickhead.
I
Did-
just sent
there you go.
the Discord to all the channels, so hopefully.
So if he doesn't, if it comes from him, I don't believe it. I don't believe anything. When Nick says
Oh, you already
something,
did.
I will believe it, and I will go with that. And until then, he doesn't speak for me. He doesn't speak for anything that I'm doing. He doesn't, the projects and things that I'm interested in and stuff like that. He's not in charge of them. So,
And
whatever-
Chris, I think about 98, maybe 99% of the community feel the exact same way that you do.
yeah. I mean,
Except the ones paid to say otherwise. Because
so
Brian
what's
Bites-
how are you feeling? What Greek? You want to start? Kryptonian,
Oh, yeah,
you
I'll
wanna
start. I was on the plane, 37,000 feet in the air. I get this news. I'm like, Jesus, this cannot be real. This guy's got such a big head. And then, then that's when dickhead came to mind. I'm like, yeah, he is a dickhead, this piece of shit. I can't believe the nerve on this guy after what he's done to the community. And then to use the words, I'm going to come in and be your savior. You're not saving me from anything, piece of shit. How about
Greek
you
had to
sign
buy the
transaction
Wi-Fi.
over? What?
Greek had to buy the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I had to buy the Wi-Fi. I bought the Wi-Fi because I wanted to hear Chris Cruz and that shit. And then I got that shit by buying the Wi-Fi. So
Wait,
whatever.
are you saying what you want to hear my shit?
No, I wanted to hear your
Okay.
AMA with
I'm kidding.
no, but then the whole other shit came with buying the Wi-Fi. So I paid $8. Fucking Brian Legend. Anyways, sorry for all the swearing. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. I couldn't believe what he was saying, and then I'm like, just do the right thing. What is your end game here? Like, it's so stupid. Stop it. And it's just, if he is a part of anything going forward, I hope to God, I don't know what this deal is that they have. I hope to God Brian's not a part of anything, and I know that's going to be the case. If he is a part of it, I will not cover it. I will bash the shit out of it, and I will sell every day, and I will make sure my cell is on camera every day for all of you to see my cells every single day this blockchain is out, if he's a part of it. I will not be near it. I want nothing to do with that scumbag. He's had plenty of chances to do what he just could have just gone away. He should have just gone away. Instead, he does Yomp. He takes more money. He dumps into the community. It's at 36 cents. Good job. You are the DeFi king of shit. Go away. Thank you.
Wow.
Real quick on this. Rickness says,
Sorry for my words.
since Nick is doing his own thing, what is the website for us to go to now? All I can tell you right now is that Nick has some Twitter announcements about creator blockchain news coming soon. That's public knowledge there. He talked about the fact that someone asked him in the Discord, or told him in the Discord, that we don't want to move forward with BL. And I don't know if they said Jason or not. I don't want to add him if that whatever, but with BL, and he said that's non-negotiable. So I mean, that's basically he's saying that that was a part of the negotiations. So and he wasn't budging off that. What else did he say? He said quite a few things. He said he's working on the issues. They're talking
And he
about
said
it and everything like that.
He's not going anywhere, which made me feel
Right.
good.
And he's not going anywhere. So we're just going to have to come through. I mean, ideally, what I think would be good for all is they figure out the money situation. That's important. and then Nick goes his way, and they go their way, and then the community will have a fair way to figure out, do their own research, and figure out if they want to go with both or if they just want to go with one or the other.
I
And
hope Brian gets none of that money. He deserves none of it.
right.
That- whatever. If he's gone, if it takes 100K to get his ass out and bye, take it, go, leave.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly that's the way I feel about it. But at the same time, hey, with the negotiations, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
I have
But
no clue.
I can say that
Speculating.
we know what Nick's intentions are. He's made them clear. We don't know much on the other side. I'm just me personally. I think I think his intentions, the other guy's intentions, have always been bad, and that might just be my feeling about it. So he may be completely innocent. Who knows?
True.
Who knows?
Oh, and Jason can go too. For anybody wondering, I don't know why you pull that move. You give the Discord back. That move was so shady. I was
Well,
like, this
I don't think it was shady, and I mean, I think it's shady, but I wasn't surprised.
No, it
because-
didn't. I wanted to not believe you. I wanted to believe there at least one good guy here on that side, and then when he
That's
does
why
that
that's
move,
why Brian was still on the multi-sig, and that's what I'm saying is that I did not believe, and this is a conversation that went back with the one time I had a conversation with Jason. I did not believe that Brian was off the multi-sig, and I thought I wished that you could, and he talked about it and everything like that, but now I feel like I was lied to. But I might be wrong. I haven't heard from Jason, so he's not here to defend himself. So I'm not going to go into that. But he wasn't removed from the multi-sig wallet. He was left on there, and the purpose was because he still had his fingers in there. So I just think it's kind of and then him giving the Discord back. Yeah, of course that was going to happen. He knew that because he didn't give up the Discord. He gave it to and I so many times in different Discords we heard about how. Jason and Brian are buddies and everything like that. Well, I mean, if Brian gave his buddy Jason access to the Discord and completely felt like whenever he needed it back, he could get it back. I mean, that's still, they were right. They were buddies. So,
Yeah, but Jason flat out lied to us and said Brian is gone by the wayside. He's stepping out. He's not going to be on the multi-sig. I mean, Jason flat out lied. So I can tell you where he can go as far as I'm concerned.
yeah.
And I'm sure I can speak for Kryptonian because Kryptonian and I kind of defended him at some point, and I have to apologize to any and everyone in the community that may have given Plan Biatch the benefit of the doubt along with us because of Kryptonian and myself, because we had some private conversations, and he told us some intimate things about him and Brian, and whatever. I'm sorry. I feel like a complete Dumas, and yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Shadow X. Go ahead.
Oh,
I'll turn
I
the crickets off.
saw a comment from Shadow X, and I didn't want to scroll all down, but I'm gonna bring it up because I think it's important that. Where's he at? There's so many people here. I'm so bad. There it is, right there. So Brian's not going anywhere. He owns the top 10 wallets. As soon as the blockchain launches, he will find a way to cash out his millions. I warned those people in Vulcan chat about Jason. I think you did, Shadow X, and I think I remember seeing that kind of stuff. And I think that whatever they do on that blockchain, and whatever it works out, whatever ends up happening, and whatever the negotiations are, if they move forward, the people that are left there, that should be a very, very big concern because he does have the 6 of the top 10 wallets. So, hey, he might work something out. And I'm not saying that, that can't work out and everything like that. I'm just saying that would be one of those issues that I'd be like, come on. We need to figure this out because if we're going to launch a blockchain, you still got all that. That's kind of quite a bit of token or coin allocations you got there. So, who knows? But I just wanted to bring that up because I seen it. Did you bring that up, Pride? Is that what?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw it on the screen. I was like, hey, don't go too far. I want to see that. But what else you got, Greek? You good? Odie,
Oh, yeah,
what's going on, buddy? We're talking about how you feel about everything that's been going on the last couple of days.
Dude, all I
Greek
can
is
say
telling us
shit.
what he's got going on. I think he's done. He's good to go. But what about you, Odie?
There's
How
been-
you
I'll
ready to
probably-
talk?
Man.
Or?
more.
There's been some seriously crazy crap. Oh my god, the last 48 hours. Holy crap. That's all I can say is holy crap. I mean, shit. You got Brian Legend coming back after he said he was going to leave, right? And then he comes back, which we all kind of knew he was going to do it anyway, right?
That's his playbook.
And yeah, it's his playbook. Absolutely. You know, and
Gone, I'm back.
it's like the drama never ends. And it's been hard for me to keep up because I just accepted a new position as a program director for a brand new ninja gym that is coming out in the Seattle area. And so I've actually been spending a lot of my time the last day and a half setting up curriculum for all the different, beginning, intermediate, advanced. And, it's in addition to my current job. It won't, it's
Hold
it's
on,
a
Odie.
yeah.
Odie, I know that dude, come on. You got to get with the stage here. This is how we do that here. Now,
This just in.
Unbelievable.
Odinato is now the new program director of a brand new ninja gym in the Seattle area.
Jim.
News at 11.
Odie. Woo.
Yeah, right. Cheap
Odie's-
sound effects
Odie's-
right there.
He's easing into his retirement gig. I see.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm going to be the top
It's
dog at the
Midland
ninja
Gym.
gym and in charge of all the coaches and the head coaches. And I'm the top dog, and I'll get to teach some classes and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty cool. But right now, it's just a whole lot of getting ready for. We have 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks to get the curriculum ready. So anyway, that's kind of taken my focus for the last day or so.
So, how you feeling about the?
Congrats, Odie. That's good
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
really, congrats.
Thank you. Thanks.
And do me a favor,
Yeah.
if you are in the comments or you're watching this, please refrain from putting funny memes up while I'm you're kind of distracting.
Mhm.
Really. There's one that went up in the new name one that actually did they remove it? I don't know. No,
That's old efforts, man. It's hard to keep track of all these.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put those up and it's like, oh god, shiny object. I'm a squirrel.
yeah, it's squirrel.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm serious. The little that I've been able to keep up with, it's just messed up. It's like, wow, Nick has, got a plan. He's got a vision for helping us try to save this project, and then you got BL coming in and then causing chaos yesterday and today, and it's just crazy. And it's like, who knows what's going to happen anymore. I mean, I put my trust and faith in Nick. I've seen enough that I know that I feel that he's going to take us as far as he can. He's going to do his best, and I like his plan. And so I think he's the best chance that we have to be able to see any possibility of recovering our funds. That's what I think anyway.
All right, I have to break in one more time because we have breaking news again, and I think that this is fun. That's for Teddy One's son. He came running down the hall screaming, "Breaking news!" so he's probably running around the house now. Teddy One's gonna be like, "Stop! You're getting my kids riled up." So, okay. So, do you know the comment that we got? Or the post that now I saw the screenshots because I'm not in there, but was that. Brian said he's back to save the day. I mean, could that be any more? I mean, because I think that we had conversations where those were the phrases that several of us used, for a very long time. And he literally comes in and says, "I'm back to save the day." I mean, how'd you guys feel about when you saw that?
That's what it reminds me of when he came back from Safe Food. When he brought Safe
Jerry,
Food.
there you go.
When he brought
Sorry.
Safe Food back, He said,
Yeah,
"I'm back
brought
to save."
nightmare
Yeah.
back to my
Oh, yeah.
soul.
Back
I'm
to
like,
save.
he's back to save me.
Yeah, when he threw Greek under the bus.
Yeah.
Dude, he's back to crunch some nuts is what he's doing. Seriously.
I'm back, guys. God's greatest
Take
gift to
some of your-
DeFi.
take some of your money. Yeah.
Terry, when you put that up, I was mirroring it at exactly the same
That
time.
was his picture, though. That was BL's picture when he came
Yeah.
back on. It was like that. He didn't do it right. Johnny Cash is the man. So
Yeah, Johnny
Oh, hell
Cash. I'm
yeah.
a big fan. of
Hell
Johnny Cash.
yeah, I'm a huge Cash fan, no doubt.
and BL's attempt to be Johnny Cash disrespected all that stuff. It was horrible.
I'm sorry, Teddy One, but now I think I might be just trolling you. So here you go.
Oh.
Teddy One's like, you're not allowed to watch this ever again.
Breaking news, Daddy.
So,
that shows
I have
our
no
age,
idea where
right?
we're at in the
I
comments.
cannot wait for the breaking news when the dickhead is gone. That
When
Is that
when
ever
and
gonna
if
happen?
Yeah,
When
he
and
just
if.
came
What
back.
if-
He's
Exactly,
not
NR.
no time soon.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
came back.
What'd you say, Kryptonian? I didn't hear you.
No, he says that. He goes, I cannot wait till the dickhead is gone. And all of a sudden, you cue up the crickets in the background. I think it was Richard Hedge. That's
I
hilarious.
know. I was just gonna ask. Is he out? Is he outside or something?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, we'll give you the rundown, Odie.
he's in the
I
down
think-
under.
I think that I think he pissed off his wife because he's been on cleaning duty like ever since he got back. You know, he says he's out cleaning the pool, but I think he got in trouble somewhere, so he's been
Oh, okay.
cleaning
He's on a
for
porch
the last
drinking.
2 days.
That's definitely possible. That is definitely possible.
And I have to also establish that we've learned that NR has his nipples pierced, so he
Yes.
highly recommends it. So it's been quite an adventure so far.
Prince
In the
Albert.
words,
Prince Albert. What? Maybe.
man,
No.
in the
No.
words of Will Smith, hell nah.
I think the
Put
last
myself
words
out of
Will
a
said,
perfectly good
the
airplane.
last words of Will Smith is, "I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know, right?
I didn't mean to slap you, Chris." Something like that.
we need a Will Smith
Yeah, he
meme
sort of
with
totally did.
Brian's face on Chris Rock and just getting slapped by Will Smith.
Hell yeah.
You know, that whole
Chris totally
situation
deserved it, so
did
does
not
Brian.
it did not work out for Will Smith. That whole
Nope.
thing. Chris
And it
Rock
should have,
came out
too,
looking like
because
just
that he went over the line. Chris Rock totally crossed the line, messing with his talking about his wife like that. That was wrong. He
I mean-
deserved worse.
Nah, he's a comedian, man. Comedians
Yeah.
historically have
Yeah, but
always been off
but there's
limits.
lines though in our. There's lines, man. You don't talk about my family.
Hold on, though. Hold on. Will Smith came on TV with his wife and talked
Yep.
about her with
Their boyfriend
their
friend.
son's friend. Like,
Yeah.
I think
Was he
you kind of
making-
erase that line and
light?
move it a little bit when
That's a
you
tough
do
one,
something
yeah.
like that.
Did
Like,
he
you just
make,
open
light
yourself
of it or
up.
something, or did I miss that? Did he make light of
Yeah.
her condition? Or okay, I didn't know that.
But
And that was
Odie, hey,
before.
if you walked up and got a free shot on somebody and they take it, come on now.
But
Chris
I
Rock
get what
did
you're saying. But I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
Odie.
I didn't
Families
know that
like
before though, so thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
fa-
If that hadn't
families
existed,
like,
then that was just that's like
He
we're
did
going
not.
to the
Chris Rock,
dojo,
like I said,
be
Chris Rock
pissed.
did nothing wrong. Like Teddy once said, it's just
Hmm.
Will Smith got in his feelings.
Gotcha. Okay, I didn't
He
know about
laughs
that. So I'll
he
take that
laughs
back.
Plus,
first.
if I'm not mistaken, they reached out to Chris Rock and they wanted him to be all up in arms because Will Smith didn't get nominated the year before, and they were kind of ticked off at him for that as well.
It's not that Will Smith got in his feelings. Someone got in his wife's bed, so that kind of just messed him up a little
Oh
bit.
no,
you
they
know?
got in her mouth.
Listen, man. The only reason he did that. The only reason he did that was because it was Chris Rock. You had Dwayne Johnson up there.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson would talk about his wife all night.
Uh-huh.
He got up.
Yep.
It's because he was smaller. He was a
Yeah,
small
he'd-
man.
He'd have been
That's
laughing. He'd have been laughing
Can you-
along with The Rock.
Can
You're
you
right.
imagine if
You're right.
Martin Lawrence did it? That'd been crazy, right? They'd been like, bro,
Oh, dude.
bad boys here, bro. You know what I'm saying? That'd been like, I'd been
Yeah.
awkward.
Chris Rock ate that slap.
Mike Lowry.
Oh god.
Like,
Martin Lawrence
wow.
with Shanae. With Shanae.
It's just public service announcement. Wise Choice Money. Just going on to the whole entire community. I don't need to know if your nipples are pierced.
I can't even believe we're talking about this.
Wise choice. If you have Pierce Albert, we don't care either.
I love you, man, but I don't really need to know any of that stuff. Who do we lose? In our left,
That's
he's
right,
upset.
wise choice. Bad boys for life.
Yeah, and ours
Bad boys.
mad
Now.
because
Like,
the
you guys
cricket
don't want to know
left.
about my nipples. I'm done. So, I did see a comment here. Where'd it go? Oh, there you go. Zero
My
Zero
bad.
Cool. What are your guys' thoughts on Nick and Brian Urban Legend agreement? How is that possible? How could they agree on something that would mean that Brian did something to help? Well, I
Well, you
agree.
got Brian
You
as
know,
a
I
passive
mean,
aggressive, and you got Nick as a passive, right?
I think
And
your
if you're gonna,
volume is kind of low. Is it?
oh, is it?
Do you guys hear the same thing? It seems like I can barely hear him when he starts
Sounds
off.
like he's coming from his computer speaker, his computer rather than his
Oh, really?
Yeah,
mic.
Sorry.
yeah. Check your mic
Let me
input.
take a
I,
look.
I
Okay.
turned you up, buddy. You can go ahead and talk and see if it helped.
Testing 1 2
Oh,
testing.
Much
Yeah,
better. Yeah.
now you sound like Odie, the Odinator.
Yeah, right.
Odinato.
Sorry
It,
about that.
it sounded like you were doing a handstand, because your voice is like way down there, so we couldn't really.
What, were my hands melting at the time
Yeah,
I was
for
doing
you.
that
A couple
handstand?
times.
Okay. Then it's appropriate.
That is,
I'm
right?
melting.
So what were you going to say about this comment, Odie? What were you going to talk
Oh,
about?
I was just going to say that Brian's passive aggressive, and everything I've seen from Nick is passive. So I can see based on what I know so far of Nick that he was able to find a way to meet in the middle. That's how I think that they were able to reach an agreement. My personal thoughts.
Right,
Yeah,
but
and I feel like
what does
Go
that
ahead,
look
go.
like though? What does that look like though?
Yeah.
Does that include Brian getting one last money grab? You know what I mean?
point.
Or getting
Yeah, good point.
some type of allocation of tokens, or getting his wallet's not blacklisted. Like what's that gonna take? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's another reason why I'm completely pissed off at Jason, because he opened the door for this shit. And then I'm pissed off not only at Jason and Brian, but the other two founders who stayed quiet throughout this whole thing. Damo and Adrian, they stayed quiet throughout this whole thing. So I feel like they kind of, by keeping silent, they allowed this to happen as well. I'm not blaming them, but I feel like by keeping silent, they're just like kind of condoning whatever BL's actions are. Like, all right, man, whatever you want to do. And then, like Chris said, I feel like BL, Jason, they never had an intention of launching the blockchain, which upsets me even more. All of their actions spell out
Money
we
grab.
never intended to launch a blockchain. And basically at that point, then this was just a whole farce, a whole scam, and we did this to take everyone's money. And if that doesn't piss you off, I don't know what will.
I mean, Jason might have been believing that we're going to launch the blockchain and everything like that. I do believe
No
that,
way. He's
mean-
been on it after what I just saw. He's been on it since back in the Fetrova days, and he's been down with his boy.
Tags
Yeah.
too. They're,
He's been down with his boy, no doubt.
yeah, it does certainly seem to.
Yeah,
look
they're
like
bad
that.
boys for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wise
Shit's
choice
More
money.
like butt buddies.
Wise choice money. Why'd you retract that message? You don't want me to read it? Let me know. I can see it over here, but I don't want to bring it up. It looks like you retracted it. I think it's good messages, but let me know. Yeah. So agreement wise and everything like that. My whole thing is I don't know what's going on, but I can assume that I would like this. I would like Nick to I would like Nick's part in the negotiation to be what's in the best interest of the community, and I feel like that's what he's going to do.
I agree. I think it's safe to say that you're gonna get that from Nick. You're right.
And if I don't like it,
Yeah.
it might be because I don't like it because of personal reasons. No. But
Yeah.
well, okay, what is in the best interest of the community? And you know what? I have to give him props for that, because I would probably be a little bit emotional about it and be like, you need to publicly apologize to everybody. I'm not going to, I'd probably have unreasonable demands and everything like that. So I would hope that he's doing it for what's best for the community. I think that that's where he comes from. And honestly, like I said before, I will trust it when I see it from Nick, but anybody else, I won't. And I thought that my thing yesterday was with Was it yesterday that they were going to do, or was that this morning? What day was that when they were supposed to do their?
It was this morning at 9
supposed to be-
a.m. Eastern
Oh.
time. Yeah.
It's supposed to be 3 a.m.
It was 3 at first, and then they pushed it.
Stupid Greek
Yeah.
wakes up. Nope.
So did
Push
I,
back.
Greek.
Then wake up again. Nope. Canceled. No sleep.
Yeah, and when
That's like
that
a
was going on
baby.
and everything like that, I was like, I really don't care what you got to say. I mean, because I think we've seen what they call evidence. Nick has addressed it. Okay. And if I got questions about, what Nick charged and everything like that, I'm gonna go to Nick. I don't even care what they have. I'm gonna be like, and if Nick is not honest with me, and I find out that he's not being honest, then I'll have that conversation with him. But Nick has never given me any reason to think that he wouldn't be honest. And okay, I would much rather that. I'm not. What were we talking about, Kryptonian? Bees do not explain to flies why honey
Honey
is
is
better
better.
than shit.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Is that a southern?
Love that saying.
Yeah, you guys don't have bees up there. You guys have flies. So yeah, it's be a southern thing.
In California,
I wish that was the truth. Damn.
So Nick is the bee to me, and he's collecting his honey, and we're all out there. Hopefully, we're all going to prosper together. We're all going to be collecting the honey and making life better for ourselves and our communities and people around us. Nick's going to be out there doing it too. So, why do we care what the flies have to say? So,
I agree with you 110%. Nick's definitely got the community's best interest at heart. I think since he's stepped in, I think we've seen nothing but that from him. Yeah, but I keep going back to the stuff from Jason and Bixby and even now Brian. The team paid Nick, so they paid him that money, which meant he had to have hit his marks, right?
Milestone.
He had to have hit those milestones. They released the funds to him, and then at the 11th hour, complain. It blows my mind. It's like you're grasping at straws here, guys. Like, if anything, your team's just completely incompetent. Completely incompetent. If
Well,
you
can I-
allowed this to, you're paying the man, and then you're complaining about it, but you're doing it right before we're getting ready to launch. Like,
let me. Ask
you can
a
just
question.
tell. You can just tell they didn't want the blockchain to launch.
Yeah. So to think about it like this, okay. When I need two verifications from you guys. Hopefully you could do it. I'm not putting you on the spot. When did Nick or Jason say when was that payment due to Nick in the normal course of business? Was it the 1st of August or was
1st
it
of August?
1st of August? When was the vote?
In July, right? Like
It was in July because it was before. Wait a second.
I was on vacation, so it was July. Yeah.
You
Like
were
third
coming
week,
back
right?
from vacation. You came back and it was like that. It was going to be that
might have
Saturday.
been the last week of July.
Yeah, it was the Saturday. We found out it was supposed to be the Saturday morning, right? And then I remember, Terry, you and I talking, and you were coming back that Sunday. So then
Right.
you needed me to update you on what his plans were,
Right.
so you could
Right.
vote before you got back.
Right. Yep.
So when did you guys come back? Or I got to ask Lori about it.
Yeah, I'll ask her.
Yeah.
I'll call her right now, which I'm used.
So it was right before the payment was due, right? Is that what we're going with? What's the calendar?
Sounds about right.
So we're thinking that the vote was on the 29th of July.
I think I see
Sounds
a
about
message
right.
on
That
the
sounds really
second.
close.
Yeah, I think it was the 29th and was done the 2nd.
I thought we learned about it because he came on. Remember? Didn't he come on a little bit later? And we were like, you're probably running off to start and everything. I forget. Okay, but anyway, let's say it's around the 1st of the month is when the vote
Yeah.
takes place, and the payment was the 1st, was due on the 1st, right? So Nick comes out right now. He's come out on the 18th. So he was due that payment on the 1st. You follow me so far, right?
Where's Mom?
Yeah.
And he had the vote at some point there where the community had said, yes, we're going with Nick's plan. So
On
the
the phone or-
vote had happened and everything.
Ask
So
mom.
I'm
What-
gonna mute you real quick, Terry. So the vote had happened. The payment was due all around that time frame. So
Yeah.
Nick went 18 days without receiving the payment. That and then finally saying something. But in that 18-day period, Jason did not, and I want to make it very clear that Bix was doing her job, so I don't think that anybody should be upset with Bix. Nacho, same thing. These guys have been collateral damage. Elliot, all that stuff with all this stuff. They weren't being protected by the people that run things, and it was Brian at first, and then it was on Jason's shoulders. So when Jason has that statement where nobody should be mad at those guys, you should have created a culture where no one would even consider being mad at them. But that's Jason's thing. Jason had 18 days of opportunities to say, Nick, we're not going to pay this payment. We found this stuff. And then if Nick was not, he could have gone public and said it, but he goes public like when Nick comes out and says we're going to go in a different direction. So it's like, okay, so where have you been all this time? That's my point, is that all this was happening around the beginning of August and nothing was said. Nothing was, oh, what's going on, Fowler? Oh, you're talking about OBZ.
OBZ saying, why are you quit working so hard? I can hear you typing your fingers off. To Fowler.
Oh yeah, man. I'm working over here.
Well, that's my point that I was trying to bring. We talked about it and everything like that, but that was something that I found to be very odd because they had plenty of time to have this discussion in the public and everything. And I'm not saying, okay, so if Jason was to be like, okay, well, we didn't want to say it in the public and everything. Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
That would be public knowledge. I mean, what are you talking about? Bring it up. Let's talk about it. Let's get it out there. If it's something, it doesn't have to be something bad. It could be like, hey, Nick, let's have an open discussion in the public where people could see it and everything. We're having issues with the final payment and everything. Let's kind of go through this stuff, and then eventually some party would have to come out. But it seemed like Nick had gone to the point where he couldn't go any farther. It wasn't like Nick came out on August 2nd was like, I didn't get paid. I'm not doing anything, So I know not everybody's innocent. There's a lot of things that we don't know and everything, but that's my perception, that there's a whole long time there where there was a whole lot of silence and Nick was trying to do everything he could. But that's what I think. I'm not positive.
Weirder that a payment was made on the 13th of July after they agreed for the monthly payments of $135K, and that payment was made as blockchain data shows. So why wasn't anything else? But then all of a sudden you make that payment. Why release that payment if you have questions?
Right, but then that also brings up the question of why this behavior from Jason, why the silence, why the last minute? And I think it comes back to what Chris said. They didn't want the blockchain to launch. And then I know you're saying Bix is collateral damage and Nacho. I think there's a lot of people in ESCO that will argue that Nacho is not so much collateral damage. And then with Bix, I saw her going, how come you guys aren't pissed off about this? Nick got 2.4 million. And like, she was really digging her heels in. Nick got 2.4 and Nick's like, yeah, I got 2.4. So what? You guys paid me. Like, I just, how can you get upset about that? You guys released the money. I'm not pissed at, if any pissed at anybody, I'm pissed at the team for being incompetent.
Yeah, we had that whole long conversation about the fact that I've done this for years, negotiating contracts.
Exactly. Yep.
Getting multiple bids from places, establishing which bid we're going to go with, having a meeting with them, going through certain things and all that kind of stuff about the clarifications on the bid, awarding the work, creating a payment structure of like a 30, 30, 30, 10, and then a net 30, net 45, net 90, 120, whatever payment terms that you'd have. And then with all that being said, we just don't when we get, when we have a milestone coming up, we have a meeting where we talk about it. And we don't release funds if they're not done. So if they were having these meetings and Nick wasn't delivering anything, like some of them have said, why'd you pay him? I don't understand that. And then
that's my point. And then complain about it.
One thing that bothers me about it is in pretty much all negotiations, if you don't hit your milestones, and prior to your milestones, if we've sat down and we've discussed things that you might have to move one thing or a couple things into the next milestone, and you might pull something back, and you would
you penalize them. You penalize them.
But you would renegotiate what your milestone payment would be. That's happened quite a bit. And then if you can't make that, we penalize them, usually with like a 2%, and each week or whatever time frame you have not, we're going to reduce that payment to you by a certain percentage. I don't know why. I mean, okay, I understand that maybe a lot of people didn't have some business sense, but with all the money that you guys were spending, maybe you should have brought in somebody that could do these things. And it's not like this is the first rodeo for Nick. I'm sure that Nick would have been like, he would have understood what the negotiating issues are and stuff, but whatever, but my thing is, then I'm kind of confused that right now in the process of the contract, Nick should be owed about 10%. And what I would think, or even maybe 5%. I've really never done below 5%, but maybe 10%. And those things are incidental type things. Like if we have warranty coverages, we need the documentation there. If we have softwares, those are when those are being delivered and installed. Those types of like final touches type thing, painting certain things, and like establishing, making sure that you've passed inspections within construction and everything like that. And those are the final 10%. The way this has gone and how much Nick has been paid, I would think that he would be to that 10%. So maybe there's something there. But this conversation of how much he's been paid should have been happening a year ago, as opposed to the 11th hour of, the community voted, we're going with Nick, final payment.
Exactly my point, Chris. Yep, exactly my point. And then in addition to that, they were bringing up transactions where Nick sent money to Damo and Adrian. Like, once he's paid, you don't know what kind of expenses or what money this man owes to anyone. So, once you pay my business for the service that I provided to you, I got tons of shit I got to pay for over here. So what?
Yeah.
It's insignificant. It was almost laughable. It was laughable.
Can I say what the conversation that we had, what you said that...
Of course. Of course.
NR was having a conversation with me about it. He said, when I get paid for my job, the people that paid me don't know what I paid for. I could be buying hookers for all they know.
Hookers and cocaine, man. Come on now.
What I got paid.
It's none of their business. Yeah, if I want to go out on the town and get wild. I mean, hey, I did my job, right? I'm gonna go have some fun.
Huh?
Yeah. I mean, and I use the analogy, if I'm doing like a LS1 swap in for instance, a Chrysler Conquest, or even in a Porsche 944 or something, it's a custom job. It's a job I don't necessarily want to do. I'm gonna quote that job really high because I don't necessarily want to do it. I'm gonna make it worth my time. If the customer says yes, signs on the dotted line on the contract, great. We'll have milestones. When I get this done, I'll get paid. When I get that done, I get paid. It's not Nick's fault they overpaid him a bit, and I'm assuming, because that's what they were saying, he was paid too much. It's not Nick's fault. It's completely the team's fault.
You have to do the quote prior to signing the contract.
Exactly.
Then,
I want to bring up this.
It's laughable.
Ashley says, hey, BL, do you want to come on the show? I know you're listening. Ashley, I agree with you. Yeah, you're right. But absolutely not. Anything that I have anything to do with, I don't even want to talk to the guy. I don't want to.
BL no longer stands for Brian Legend. Right. It stands for bald loser.
I was butt licker. Sorry.
So Brian friend requested me when I was on vacation, and I'm like, oh, this is mine. What does he want to say? So I asked him one question. Why are you pumping and dumping the charts again on Yamp? And he told me to F off. And that's the last conversation we've ever had. That's the last conversation I need to have with him. I don't even care. I won't believe anything he says anyways. There's no question I could ask him. Like, people have said, let's have him on to get community answers. There's not one community answer you're going to get. He's going to lie through his teeth. He's going to be like,
correct,
guys, guys, I'm God's greatest gift.
Kryptonian, do it. Kryptonian, do it.
Who deserves to go home.
Guys, you talking about
Yeah.
Give me your money, guys. No,
guys.
I'm done.
Guys.
You can't say anything to me that will make me. I don't care. You could
Guys.
say the Earth is round, and I wouldn't believe you. You could say the ocean's blue. I wouldn't believe you. You could say the grass is green. I won't believe you,
Guys,
Brian.
I'm here to save you. Yeah, that guy's a freaking Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to try. I try to do things that would be in the best interest of the community.
Yeah.
And try to get them as much information out there. But there's a line in the sand that I will not cross. And that guy and Jason, I don't care what they if they want to say something, go on. Do it yourself. You guys got a whole YouTube thing. Go on, do your own thing. You don't. I don't want you on here,
Brian's got a
and I
YouTube
don't want to be.
with
And if you
50,000
guys
subscribers.
decide that you want to have them on, that's fine. I won't be on there. I'm not going to participate in anything like that. I'm not giving him any kind of platform. He's burned a bridge with me, and we are done. I ain't going to have anything to do with him. And if you do, that's fine. Just go over there, support him, all that kind of stuff. You guys, hopefully you guys are all successful and everything like that. I'm going to go a different way. I'm going to be working on the community that I have over here or that we have together. And I'm going to, try to keep everything transparent. I'm trying to make us all successful too. So
I would hope if one of us did that, Chris, you would kind of call us out and say, "Hey, dumbasses, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
I'd probably give you my opinion, but at the same time, you choose what you want to do, and I'll be like, I don't think you should do that, but I still love you, man.
Bitcoin
If you're
Daddy,
truly
yell
the
at him.
savior of people, if you really are, you don't go first. You don't go around saying, "I'm your savior. I'm going to save you." You are humble, and you just go about doing
Yes.
what you do to save people,
Just-
right? If you really
Just like
are.
marketing geniuses don't call themselves marketing geniuses. Other
Exactly,
people call them
yeah.
marketing geniuses.
Yeah, you let other people say it. Exactly, my friend. Yeah. You don't go around bragging about how awesome you are. You just do what you do, and then people will say, "Oh, well, what they're going to say, right? Oh, you are the savior," or whatever, if they want to say that. But fuck.
Nick's the savior. Yes, he is.
Yeah, and you don't
Well-
see Nick saying that, right? We don't see Nick saying any of that crap. He just says,
Nah,
"I'm gonna
Nick's
do right by the
humble.
community."
Nick's
Yeah, he's very
humble.
humble.
He has integrity. I mean, that dude's awesome, man. You can just
I try to
tell.
big shovel and dig that guy.
Yeah. And you know what, Odie? I'll be honest with you, man. A big part of what originally sold me on Nick is when you told me about your encounter in Dubai when Bobby said, "Hey, look, that's Nick Caliani," and he knows him from that space and that he's well known and well revered and all that stuff, man. So thank you for that piece of information, because that definitely helped in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if Bobby says it, I'm like, BF Hutton's talking, I'm freaking listening.
I got to go.
Yeah,
all
it
the
was
way
just
down to
amazing
get this
seeing
one.
his face in Dubai when he saw. Do you know who that is? It was like he saw some kind of a rock star. you know,
Yeah, and
so-
that's that
Oh, I thought
third
he saw
party
me.
validation right there that you were just talking about.
yeah.
We need
Yeah.
we need to have Ashley come on and just, you don't have to show your face, but just come on and say, "Okay, guys."
Come on, Ashley.
Yeah,
Come on.
Ashley's
Say it live.
awesome. Ashley's
I'd
awesome.
love her to be like,
Say it live,
"Guys."
Ashley. Say, "Okay, guys."
There. Do I look like an egghead?
No, he could never grow that beard, dude.
We
With
going.
that widow's peak.
There's another thing that everybody needs to think about too, and I know that people out in the community this might not be something you want to hear, but when narcissists, when they do the things that they do, they provoke you for a reaction, and
Yes,
and
you're
your
right.
reaction is something that makes them that satisfies their needs for that their need for that attention. If you don't show them that attention, it enrages them and makes them off their game. So, you know what, BL, good luck to you, man. But you ain't coming
They
on
need that
anything I'm on.
validation, right? They need the validation.
Yeah. So, he might not be whatever, but I can choose that you do your thing, I'll do my
Good,
thing.
thank me
This world's
for-
big enough for us
He's-
both to.
He's gonna do his thing with the lady boys.
Here we go. I got this question. So Tartan Madman says, guys, do you all honestly think that BL would agree to walk away without any money from the multi-sig, the blockchain code,
No.
lost his wallets, nothing to do with the blockchain? I don't trust BL.
No. Once again, the community's gonna have to give up something.
No, yeah, and that's why I'm pissed off at Jason for leaving that door open, because Nick's gonna have to give something to get what is in the best interest for the community. I trust Nick wholeheartedly that he's not going to give away too much, that he's going to make sure we're kept whole. But yeah, like Greek said, we're going to have to give something.
Well,
We're going to have to give something.
I think that whenever, and this is just me, and
Maybe
you
we'll
guys
buy
may have
hair
your,
plugs.
you might have your own, your own opinions about negotiations, but in my life and in my business experience, when negotiations happen, both parties feel if it's a good negotiations, it's fair. Both parties leave the table feeling like they lost a little bit.
Agreed. You never want to beat somebody too much in a negotiation.
Well, if you do, then there's hidden issues that
Correct,
you have.
correct.
It really was
One negotiation where
Yes.
I say one party should get
But-
beaten to crap, and the
yeah,
other
but the problem
party,
is there shouldn't be a negotiation.
there shouldn't
There
be a
shouldn't have.
negotiation.
There shouldn't have
yeah,
been it.
you're right,
And again,
you're right.
that's why I'm pissed that Jason left that door open. And again, even a little bit at Adrian and Damo for being so quiet throughout this whole process. And I mean, they haven't really come out and spoke, and Nick really hasn't said much for them. And I don't know their reasons. Maybe when they finally do speak, they'll have good
Could've been they were
reasoning.
hoping Jason would do the right thing this whole
It's-
time.
It's
He was the
possible,
one who
but you
wasn't
can
signing the multi-sig.
you can't
He
put
did.
your faith in another human like that, especially when you've
Oh.
seen what's gone down to this
All learn
point.
that the hard way, especially in this. Don't put
Correct.
your faith in other
Correct.
people. Make
Yeah.
sure you keep.
But I
it
feel
honest
like
in mind.
maybe if they would have come out and maybe condemned some of the shit that Brian's doing, and maybe Jason, that perhaps
That's
we
why I
wouldn't
was
be where
shocked.
we're at. You know
I've
what I
told
mean?
you guys when they first got the multi-sig wall at the 1.1 million, which was the Uxie money, they should have all came out, made statements against Brian Legend. They
Yep.
had the opportunity
Yep.
at that time to then transfer that money because it was a 3/4. They could have gotten Brian off the multi-sig. They could have done right. That is where the complicity started. Now,
Bam.
who knows, maybe Damian and Adrian wanted to, and Jason's like, well, let's just, get past this month. Let's get the vote, because they technically had to vote. Why set up another multi-sig when you have a vote going for Nick? And Jason might have, who knows? I don't know the conversations, but whatever happened, I don't know why. I just don't know why. It's inexcusable. That's where
BL
hard
and
to-
Jason sent a ladyboy over to Damo and Adrian's room.
Very, very, very.
I don't know why. But Barry, thank you so much for the super chat. Stinky Brian is a compulsive kleptomaniac with mental issues, most likely bipolar, mixed with bugger sugar. I look forward to Stinky being a prison biatch.
And Shadow X has a really good point there as well. BL was never gone. And Chris,
Yeah.
you've been saying that. Greek,
Yeah.
you've said it. Kryptonian,
I
you've
think we all
said it.
knew.
I
Yeah,
wanted to
BL
be all
was
right.
never gone.
The
Yeah.
longer they
Yeah.
went without saying a
Yeah.
statement, and then they kept
So,
saying,
yeah.
well,
Good
say a
point,
statement,
Shadow
what
X.
good does it do? Well, there's always good that can be done. You can say a statement saying, hey, we as a team are doing an investigation. We don't want anything to do with Brian Legend. He is on the multi-sig. After this vote, you could have said that stuff and been transparent from the start. And you could have been, nobody said anything. They even thanked him in their posts. Like, are
Yeah,
you
we were
kidding me?
led to believe that he was off of the multi-sig.
Yeah.
We were led to believe, and I
was gone.
I can say
I mean,
personally,
we were led to believe there was a multi-sig in the first place with the four
Seven-
founders before he
July
started.
28th, I was led to believe directly from said individual that Nick's plan was the plan they were going with, and depending on the vote, they were prepared to move forward and everything. Okay, so things change, but it seems
Well,
like
yeah.
we finally started looking at our progress payments and everything like that at the last one. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that and Chris, the other thing that threw me back a bit is, hey, we're gonna launch this investigation where I'm gonna investigate myself and my friend, and all of a sudden the investigation gets pointed at Nick.
Yeah,
Like,
it's nice to switch the
Come
blame.
come on, man! Like, it's you can't make this shit up.
Yeah.
Dude,
All right, listen. I'm just throwing this out there. Invest in yourself. He's on here, and his 12-year-old daughter watches every once in a while. So let's just watch our language, please.
Oh, sorry
Just
about that. I dropped
No,
the
yeah, I didn't-
S
you didn't-
there. Sorry.
No, you didn't say anything. I didn't hear you say anything.
Can't
but I'm
make
just
that
saying.
stuff up.
Yeah,
we met
yeah,
him in Dubai too. He was there. He's a
Yeah,
great
he's a
guy.
great guy.
He is really great guy.
There
Can't
was a
wait for them to
comment
get
I
together.
started, and I thought this was a really good comment.
Oh,
Greek is so awesome. Just had to be
oh
said.
yeah. You know what? You know what though, Greek? Did I tell you that I read a whole article and I heard that was fake news? Did I tell you about
Yeah.
that?
It probably is fake news.
Where's that? Run that video.
I'll hide it.
I
for
heard that.
everybody. We don't want that on screen
They
too
said
long.
it.
We don't want that on screen too long.
Yeah, it's gone, dude. Lenny T, I wasn't 100% done with Jason before, but I am now. What a joke. Very thankful for Nick. Yeah. I'm just randomly, if you guys want to start these comments, I'll bring them up, but I don't know. You guys are just sitting there like, I know you're on vacation still or something.
I started
We're
some.
lollygagging.
You've been
Nick,
bringing them.
NR is cleaning, so I can understand him not.
Yeah, NR's being a pool boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have to go on
Cabana
vacation,
boy.
Chris, because you're already retired.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm wearing my thong.
Come on.
Is the lady
Wasn't
boy
me.
cabana boy? What?
Hey, that's Brian Legend's type. You better watch out.
He couldn't handle me.
Sorry.
All of a sudden, he
No.
starts getting choked.
He couldn't actually. He couldn't afford you.
Well,
He
that
couldn't
too.
afford you. Yeah, he couldn't afford you.
That's it.
Don't you
Boys,
just
I'll
love?
buy you this bag.
Don't you? I know, man. Anybody says anything, listen. When all this stuff started happening and everything, I went back and I watched a whole lot of videos and lives and everything like that. And man, I caught myself like in the middle of something. Someone would say something, I'd be like, "Okay, guys,"
Oh,
I'd be like, I gotta stop watching those videos. But you know what the funnest one, and this Wolfgram is. I just love his input and the Discord and everything like that. But I love the video that they put out. New. I don't know who put it out, but they got some in there. But where he goes from wearing like Walmart T-shirts to like Louis Vuitton, and it was like we've shown it before. I'm not going to show it because I'm not going to. I don't want that. But it's just
Pretty obvious.
It is funny. What's he say? So Nick was set up to be the scapegoat, and I 1,000% believe that. And I've had personal conversations with many people saying that I didn't know it was going to be Nick.
Yes, you have.
But I did know that someone was going to be the scapegoat. Someone was getting, and I actually thought it was Jason for a while there. But then I was like, then there has to be a connection for Brian to come back. But there was going to be something like that, and then your boy was going to come in and save the day. And but
Do you think Brian actually thought he would be welcome with open arms, or do you think he knew there was going to be just complete uproar, and this is just his last hurrah to do some type of negotiations to get something?
He's crazy.
Or do you think in his mind he thought that he could kind of put one foot back in here, kind of test the waters and feel everybody out?
Your answer. He should have known that doing
Yeah.
is a bad idea. He should have known this. But the guy's so narcissistic. I think he comes in.
Yeah.
And the terms he uses, "I'm here to save you guys." Like
He
seriously.
doesn't know when to give up. He just doesn't
Yeah.
know. He's like,
Yeah.
the world could be burning down, and the catalyst to
Like
prevent it
90% of the
let it
community
go,
for House
and he
of
wouldn't let
Empire
it go.
wouldn't go in to
Yeah.
wake you up and get you out. Like, just putting it
did
out
you
there.
guys take that off there? What was the rest of what Wolfgram was saying? I didn't get. We started talking about it, but there it is. Okay, so Jason and Bix have been working on this false narrative, and we in BrewFi have been waiting for Brian to be invited back as the savior, and it happened. Yeah. So just because we're talking about that, I was saying it a long time ago. These guys were saying it.
They were.
Decades before I even thought about it. So the credit goes to BrewFi. To me, I was figuring it out on my own. Really, it was kind of, the writing was on the wall, and I should have been smarter and quick about it because he was manipulating the charge so bad that it was like, wait, someone's got to have a golden parachute somewhere here. But I guess he didn't have the golden parachute because he came back to get more.
Like this one, it says, as a sheriff, whenever I investigated myself or my colleagues, not guilty was always the outcome.
I'm never guilty. I didn't eat that chocolate. I'm the only one in the house, but I didn't eat it.
Yeah, and hey, did you guys see me eating that ice cream sandwich the other day?
Yeah.
Man, I got like a craving
Nothing
for ice
better.
cream sandwich every day. And actually, I'm sitting here. I was like, I'm gonna go get some ice cream sandwich real quick.
You know why that is, right?
Investigating yourself. You didn't eat no ice
Oh,
cream.
why is that? Because I'm old? Because I got
No,
gray
no,
hair?
it can happen to 30-year-olds. You know, when your testosterone levels will begin to drop like a rock.
Oh God!
Your sugar cravings go through the roof. So I'm just saying, brother.
Got your
God.
testosterone right here, Kryptonian.
That's
You
biology,
know
man.
what? That was so good. I'm not gonna take you off the screen.
I mean, it's true. I'm being truthful. But I learned that from my doctor. So
Is there anything you want to talk about with us, Kryptonian? And you want to confess to us? What happened?
yeah, I'm getting older.
Yes,
I'm
Sonny.
getting older, and I'm taking care of myself. And after knowing Odie for the last year and a half, I realized that I'm just a sack of potatoes, and I'm embarrassed to even be considered a man. So I'm actually making changes now, man. I can do handstands now. I can do a 3-minute handstand now.
Oh,
You know,
cool.
You can drink whiskey with both
Minute now.
hands.
Yeah,
You can be
yeah.
my
You guys
guest,
like my
you
shirt?
can be my guest
Come and
handstander
drink
at my
it.
gym.
This is a pair.
Yeah,
this is a
but
play of words.
can you take your feet off of the wall while you're doing that 3-minute?
No,
handstand?
it's off the couch.
Okay.
Off the couch.
Now, your pinnacle will be if you can be on a yacht with three full glasses of champagne in you and still be able to walk on your hands around the creek.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Been there,
No,
done
the
that.
pinnacle. I think the pinnacle would be on a yacht with shorts, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Let me read.
You want a funny
Let that
story?
go,
I'm
man.
wearing those
It
infamous
was
shorts that
hot.
I wore on the yacht right now.
It was hotter than Satan's left nut on that yacht.
Belief
man.
is
Shorts
in me
were
of
the-
knowing, and I don't want to know. I'm just going to believe it right now.
You will know.
Creek's dancing was epic that night. I got to tell you.
That was fun. Oh, you actually did one?
Oh yeah, he did a dance when we were coming back to the dock. Yeah, man, they were cranking the tunes and all Greek was was
That
doing the
tune
move.
was so 1995, man. I liked it. That was good, bro. That was good. I know that. I know that beats per minute. I know that pattern, man.
Greek was dancing and smoking a Newport. Imagine that picture.
Let me get this Scott
Newport.
McLean's comment.
Yeah.
Right, you had some pretty good moves there. Yeah, you were kicking it.
Scott says, funny how Brood Fi, I think is what he's trying to say, is taking credit for what I said in Discord first about 2 months ago. And Scott, you and I are on the same page on this because I was saying that, several months ago. But when I went into Brewfied, I found out they had been saying it a long time ago, long before I ever even thought it. So, and some of them might take credit here and there, whatever. But I mean, they legitimately had, information in there. And I was like, oh, wow. And you, if you get a chance, I would recommend going in there. You don't even have to talk to them, whatever. Just go into the, what is it? The Seifu Files No Discussion area. Just scroll up, man. You'll just see all this documentation and all this information that they got, screenshots and stuff. Go back months ago and you'll see conversations and stuff like that. But, yeah, you and I are on the same page. I was talking about this 2 months ago, and they're like, yeah, okay, rookie.
So with all these latest events, what's going on with the whole CoffeeZilla thing? Like, because this thing's taken a little bit of a turn since he's interviewed people, and
I think
Or
that's
he
what
keeps
the issue
changing.
is.
How can you
because-
release a video with this?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, is he
look.
still?
Hold
gathering
on. We
info
got breaking news. I hate to interrupt you guys. Sorry. And
You
Teddy,
good, brother?
Teddy, get your son. There we go. You ready? Here we go.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up too.
So all you guys, just
Oh.
understand. Anybody out there, I can just remove you guys because they're here to see.
It's
Jenna,
past his bedtime, and
Jenna, that offends
when he gets
That was
late, he starts
perfectly
saying
timed.
things. He starts making
Perfectly
chats. He
timed.
starts posting
Hey,
his own
don't you-
comments.
Don't you love it? Don't you love it when a good-looking lady will flatter an old man just so
Yeah,
he'll
yeah.
fire stuff
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah,
Hey,
That's a
NR,
big point.
they're
Right.
called.
That's a big
I think they're called sugar daddies.
Hey, NR.
yes sir.
Oh, look at Chris, he's laughing.
What's up, brother?
I like it.
You guys cannot talk now. None of you can.
I have powers.
Take
He's
your
got
mute
the
off.
power.
I muted you guys.
I
Yeah,
got
that's
the power.
terrible. Complimenting me. I know. I'm like super old. She's just being
Hey,
nice.
to your
man.
credit though, you
Nah,
didn't say
Chris,
it
you're a
first.
good-looking
She
dude, man.
did. Janice said it. So
Hey,
there you
I
go,
NR.
didn't hear you.
NR.
right?
What's up? What's up?
Since there's three of us that are 54 years of age on screen, you know what makes an old man sexy?
I don't know, man.
Coming from an old man, I don't want to know.
It's when he has a big bank account.
Oh,
There you go. There you go.
well, I'm broke. My trust
Yeah,
is
Me
opposite.
too.
Like
I'm
that.
broke. I have nothing.
Brian Legend took my bank account money.
I'll have to kick it down to the 40-year-old. Sorry, Jana.
Yeah.
Go to the Greek. Go to the Greek.
I got to eat
Kryptonian.
ramen noodles because of Brian Legend.
You're up. NR, you're up.
Mac and cheese.
I'm up. What's up? What's up? What I miss?
No. Bank account. We're just joking.
You're the
about
good-looking guys.
Nah.
I think somebody did I mess up all your sound? I can barely hear you guys.
Yeah, you
How
were
about
there.
now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, NR.
I can't
Okay.
see blue eyes though.
Look, Greek,
Nah.
Greek, are you moving everybody around? You're like, I want cool people.
And Chris,
Yeah,
you know
I
I'm
was-
messing with you, man.
I'm
You're
like
definitely a
looking
good-looking
directly-
dude, man. No homo. You're a good-looking dude.
Yeah, I mean, I you know, every
Yeah,
once
sorry,
in a while,
guys. He
I'll
muted
we'll be
everybody.
live, and when you're on the
Yeah.
screen and everything, I'll see your eyes, and I'll be like, damn, I gotta take.
If I had to pick a Santa's lap to sit on, it would
Be
definitely
yours,
be
right?
you, brother.
we are not.
You do
going
realize
there.
we're not
This is a
backstage in our- we're
family-friendly
actually live
thing.
right now.
Yeah, we are.
There will
live.
be no
It's all good, man.
sitting on Santa's
Hey,
lap.
This isn't
I'm
the first time
comfortable
NR
enough.
said this stuff. This is
I'm
like
comfortable
every day.
enough in my masculinity, okay?
No, it sounds like you're comfortable on his lap. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Always, NR, always follow.
Hey, man,
with
what's that
statement.
poking me? What you got in your pocket there, Chris?
It's a pill, bro. It's a pill.
This is why nobody.
Is that a
nobody
cigar?
wanna get on this line.
What
Very
did you say,
one
Odie?
short.
What'd
I
you
said
say?
this is why no women want to get on the lives.
I know, man.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, Odie. Pretty
But
much.
I have to say this: we have a lot of awesome women in our chat, and I was following them
We
before
do.
we
Hell
guys were
yeah.
talking. You got Melanin
Hell yeah.
Delight, Sunny T. Sunny T. I did a comment before until I got distracted about she's got school starting tomorrow. Oh,
Yeah. Who?
Yeah.
What state are you in, Sonny? Because I'm in Washington and we don't start school until after Labor Day weekend. So that seems.
Do you see the
That's pretty
ages
early.
of who she's
12,
doing
13.
After
PE?
Labor Day? God dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Chicago school started last week.
Got 8-month summers.
Yeah, I know. Arizona started at the beginning of August. I mean, that's just
Well,
crazy.
Sonny
So,
T, my daughter started teaching PE last week. Last week.
Oh,
wow.
listen, I gotta break in here. This is serious stuff. I forgot to get the video, but we have people watching, man. I want to get this out there. I saw a video the other day, and you guys will tell me what it is. It's not a video. It was what do you call that stuff on Instagram? That they have the video.
A reel?
Reel.
Real?
Reel?
I saw a reel where some dude was showing people. He was like, he pulled up to a gas station, and the previous person left their card in there.
Yeah, you
And he's
told me
like,
this. Yeah.
Don't take it out. They put fentanyl on it and everything like that. You take it out and like you pass out or whatever shortly, and they, whatever happens. But just
Nah, man, fentanyl's good. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah.
I'm pulling that card right out.
Whatever.
NR be running down naked down the street. Like,
Hey, man, that's a free high. What you talking about, man?
Tattooed views for sure.
So what you're
But just
telling
be
us is
careful.
put some gloves on before we take it out and bag it.
Fucking
Okay, I
people,
got you.
people are crazy, man. They're actually doing dumb people, man.
Yeah.
Never cease to amaze me. It's some crazy stuff, dude.
Well, and another thing I saw just today is that somebody got from the grocery store Lunchables, and this was on that what was that?
Like
that,
for their kid? Like for
well,
their
Oh,
kid?
man.
It was on what did I just say that thing was? That you said there was
The reels.
Real?
What is that?
Right on.
Is that Instagram? They got
That's
they got a Lunchable, and they had this is one of those reels, and that Lunchable, and they had $1 stuffed in the bottom of it, and they went to take it out and everything like that, and they were like, oh my god, and they were freaking out because of the fentanyl stuff and everything like that, and I mean,
It's crazy, man.
she never said it, but now
I
it's one
thought
of
you-
those things where
I thought you were gonna tell me the Lunchable was really a stripper.
is
Please
that a
bring up
thing?
the stage, Lunchable. That's what you're talking about.
Real life stuff. though,
Coming to
man.
the stage, a Lunchable.
Everybody, welcome to
My
the
bus
stage.
Give it up,
Drivers have to
fellas.
deal
Give it
with-
up for Lunchable.
My bus driver's in real on a serious note, my bus drivers deal with fentanyl on their buses, in the back of the buses every day.
Oh wow, really?
It's become
Wow.
a real big problem. I have to kick people off of the buses
Holy
or get the
hell.
sheriff's deputies. It's every freaking day. So I haven't been
Sorry, you
on
gotta deal
live
with
so
that,
live
man.
the last
And that's
couple
why you
months,
have
right?
long summers, Odie. And that's why you
Yeah.
have long
Yeah.
summers.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's
man.
really gotten horrible,
So-
and the laws in my state are just not adequate enough to deal with it. So, yeah, it's a real problem. I deal with seeing that stuff on the back of the buses, and my bus drivers sometimes they'll call in on the radio and they say, "I can smell the fentanyl," and it's like the third time in their shift that they're smelling it on the bus.
That's crazy.
That's
Wow.
pretty bad
So,
stuff. Yeah.
two things, Odie. With your position, what you're doing, we going to see you less? Are you going to be able to? You're not going to have much free time, or
Oh, with the new position? No, I actually, the good news is it's more administrative than coaching, although I wish it was the other way around, but I'm going to be pretty much running the gym. But no, it won't impact how often I can get on. But my regular job is what I'm just talking about. The last couple of months, you've noticed that I've been on very few lives because that problem has ticked up a couple of notches. And I have to, if I get on a live, I'm lucky to stay on 20 minutes and then I have to jump off and take care of an emergency. So it's kind of been annoying to have to deal with that. But no, it won't. My new position, I can actually do it simultaneously while I'm doing my current job. So that's a change a whole lot.
Odie, you haven't been dealing with like drivers getting into.
NR, we can't hear you, buddy.
How about now?
nope,
Nope.
Yes, no. Son of a bitch.
no, you're gone completely.
We
Did
can hear the
someone turn
crickets
down
back.
his mic?
His wife probably did. She's like, I'm tired of listening to this fool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even touch his mic settings. So, and maybe he's got more. Whatever. NR, see what the deal is. But let me jump over. I just want to ask Fowler a question. Fowler, is it okay if I tell the story about your mom?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What she was? Do you guys know? And I thought this was pretty amazing. But Fowler's mother is a retired homicide detective for Chicago.
Wow.
Jeez.
Busy woman.
That's cool.
That's a busy job.
I did not. And I was like, whoa. So you're telling me your mom is what they make TV shows about? Because there's like every TV show is about a homicide detective in
Yeah,
Chicago.
first 48. Like one of my favorites.
CIS, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
How was that like growing up? I mean, like every time if you didn't clean your room, bam, she's in there investigating. And
He's like, it was boring. I was grounded all the time, man. I couldn't do shit.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, mom's was always working. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a tough
Yeah.
job. She was always out, you know. So
They are tied to their cell phones.
Yeah.
One of our transit deputies used to be in the homicide unit for 6 years, she told me, and she told me all kinds of stories. And I'm sure your mom's told you too. And dude, I have more respect because they are basically tied to their job 24/7. They're sleeping in the middle of the night and there's a homicide. They have to go. They have to
Crazy,
wake up and
man.
get going. And
crazy.
it's just, I don't know how anybody can handle that, but more power to your mom.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
thank God that they're there, man. Thank God that all the first responders, even what you do, Odie. I mean, it's like everybody out there. When you do something that you're in the public space that you protect, and
What are you seeing now?
just stop. I'm not even gonna look there, man. Discord kills me.
Oh,
Oh, I
But,
was wondering what you're looking at. I'm like, there's nothing funny in the comments here.
Yeah,
Right.
no,
That's funny.
it's the Discord. They do those memes, and every once in a while it pop up, and it's like a full screen. I'm like, but I'll be more mature. I'm sorry, but
grow up,
yeah,
sir.
all
please.
those positions, first responders, all that kind of stuff, man, they get up every single day to get out there. And it's kind of, if you think about it, it's like they are literally going out to serve the public in so many different ways. And so many things that they do. I mean, I don't know.
Mad
They just-
respect to all of them.
Yeah, because it's tough.
I don't know how they
man.
do it.
And the loved ones that they keep that stay at home, the tough position that they're in, just I want everybody to come home safe, everybody have a good job, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully everything works out. I hate to hear about anybody, whether you're a first responder or anybody. I'd like the world to be a better place for everybody. But anyway, what were we talking about? There was a comment that I knew that OBZ says BL is a scumbag. He's not welcome. I don't see a whole
not
lot of
sure.
comments.
Yeah, I'm just going through some starred ones here. that we had.
Some-
Everyone knows
some-
Brian Legend sacrifice wallets were funded by
Oh,
stolen Seifu funds. That's what he's swing trading with. That is the truth.
Oh, Scott McLean. So you're Flacco Lacco, the guy that thinks. Yeah, you were pretty harsh with me. You think what I said about Daniel and everything like that. I'm on my
Worldwide
high horse,
token.
and I'm a liar and all that. But look it up. Flacco Lacco called it first, and I was ridiculed and booted for it. Where were you booted out? I thought, aren't you in Vulcan and everything? Were you booted somewhere else? I don't
You're
agree
from
with
Vulcan?
that stuff. I mean, I don't agree with the booting though. I just don't agree with it. It's like if I disagree with you and everything like that, that's fine. We can have a disagreement. But why are you booting people? I mean, wherever he got booted for
Yeah.
saying what he's saying, obviously he was right. I mean, just because somebody says something that you don't like doesn't necessarily mean that they're wrong. And that doesn't mean you have to be silenced and everything like that. So hopefully that got
That's why
worked
these
out. for you.
scams continue when you just silence one side and you only keep the bubble.
Yep.
Show no.
Yeah, Moki Crypto. Heck yeah, buddy.
I always respected cops. I've never had bad interactions with cops. And when I went into the transit world, where I've been at for quite a while now, I got to know our transit deputies, which are sheriff's deputies that we pay extra to their department in our county, and then they're a detachment for us. So, but they're real cops. I mean, they're still sheriff's deputies, and I've talked to them a million times about what they go through in their day, and I'm just like, I couldn't do what you do. Mad props to you, man. I just don't know how you can do what you do.
Yeah, and that's another thing too and we got to be careful with that and everything. I want everybody to be peaceful and everything, but there are bad cops, man, and there are. And I know people that I haven't had a bad interaction, but there are some bad characters out there, and they're in every walks of life and everything. We've seen several of them in crypto,
Yes.
and then you just go everywhere, and not everybody has a good heart. But at the same time, there's a difference between having a good heart and being abusive and hurting other people. That's where you draw the line. But
Exactly.
yeah. So Rob, this is a great statement because Rob says, "How about BL did TA on his coins and said they are looking like they're about to explode, and then he would pump it and make another post about how he was right."
Here's another good one from Rob. Remember
ahead,
that
Reed.
poll
I got
Brian
it.
did on X about him being a scammer, and like 10,000 people voted, 91% said no. We later saw his poll on another person's channel to vote no and have the chance to win $100. So
Yeah, I seen that.
he rigged his own scammer poll. Can't trust anything that guy does. And Barry gave another super chat saying Jana's got a Santa fetish. No truth to that. People know. Man.
Okay, so Biz, look for a comment from Biz or
From Biz.
Biz. Are you saying that I can show this just to be clear? Because I think I got this in the statement, but you didn't follow it up with it. He sent me something, so he might not be in. Oh, NR is jealous. Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
man. I know.
He's very jealous.
He's jealous of me being older and gray haired and not having as good looking eyes and everything.
Not man. There's room for
Distinguished.
boys. It's all good.
Distinguished.
It's all good.
Yeah, I've been called
You know,
many things.
there's a genre for everybody.
Yeah,
All gravy, man.
and if
I'll
they're
be
looking
Chris's
for,
wingman. I'll be Chris's wingman.
yeah, I've been single a while, so it'd be kind of an experience, I'm sure.
There you go.
I can't terribly disagree with that.
Are you reading something? Or are you waiting for me to read it?
Who put this up?
Not me.
I have no
No, I
idea.
did. Barry McCockman, a lot of cops have PTSD and are perceived as bad cops, but they are dealing with a normal reaction to an abnormal situation. They need more mental health support.
Yeah, definitely.
You
100%.
figure too, like my father-in-law is ex police, and I mean they're dealing with the worst of humanity daily,
All the time.
all day long. So it's
Yeah.
it's not uncommon for them to get skewed as far as they start thinking everybody's the same because that's all
Yeah.
they see, So it's tough,
Yeah. I
I always just try to tell, like I try to teach my kids, man, until you've walked a mile,
Absolutely, man. Yeah. And definitely, like Chris said, they're not all good, and I'm definitely not saying they're all good. I think most of them are good, at least the ones that I've met. But I mean, I know there's bad ones. There's bad ones in every walk of life, and again, like Chris said.
Yeah, just like in politics and government. I mean, people take
Yeah.
advantage of, you're going to have the select few that take advantage.
Yeah.
The kid that got bullied, and the only reason he's a cop is so that he can, have power over everyone else. But I think that's the exception, not the rule.
Not all YouTubers are awesome, except for the ones up here on the panel.
There you go,
You have
Chris.
been-
There you go, Chris. Look at Gus's comment.
Oh, there you go. Oh, down here. So NR wants to be Robin to Batman.
That's
You know
funny.
what? Isn't it really nice to talk to him and stuff like that? When we're
That's
doing
hilarious.
X spaces and everything. Really nice to.
I
to
like
have
the
him.
X spaces, guys. I like that. Fowler, that
Yeah.
was a great idea, man.
Yeah. A lot of
yeah.
fun.
I can't wait to do another one.
Yeah, I like the X spaces. It's definitely cool.
I'll have to try again because I told you, Chris, when I tried to join that last one, I sent you that screenshot. It wouldn't let me in. It said it wasn't available. So I don't know if I did something wrong. I'll try to join the next one.
Twitter's funky sometimes.
Yeah, and there are people that are on there and they're like talking and then like they mute and then they're gone. Or then we have like other people can't hear other people talking, and it's like I hear you, they don't hear me. It's like, I like those things, but I just want them to get them better. But
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what was I going back? I was going back. Kryptonian, you're pretty quiet right now. Well, you got a deal going on or something like that? Is that what you're
I
distracted?
do, man. I have somebody
Quiet.
going at me in Discord, man. Sorry.
Which Discord? I want to watch.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I
you don't want
wanna-
to watch this one. You don't want to watch this one. You don't wanna-
Get the popcorn, baby.
You don't want to watch this one.
You don't want to watch this one. No, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just listening to you guys opine, and it's at the end of the day, it's more of the same, guys. We're freaking pissed. Okay, if you want to know my opinion on everything, I've been the last week or so, even like with NR, he's been out on vacation and stuff. I think I walked in. I think I told you guys this morning. I woke up and it was just. I mean, literally, one on Saturday it was one thing. Sunday morning it's something completely different. And I thought I could get used to it, right? Like, okay, this is crypto, but no, their projects just don't operate like this. I mean, you can go into the space, and a lot of good actual projects, they don't operate like this. This is a straight up soap opera, right? And so I guess my opinion on this is, regarding Nick, how he had a great idea. He presented it. Everybody liked it. Everybody voted on it. And I guess I'm not surprised that Brian decided to kind of throw a wrench into that plan. Obviously,
Hold on a second. Hold on.
you asked me
I have
for
to
my
interrupt
opinion.
you.
You're gonna
I have to interrupt you, man. I mean,
Go ahead,
there's
brother.
important stuff going on. Live Freedom is
sorry.
here,
I
and
didn't mean
just
to
so
take up
just so you
space. I'm
know,
sorry.
live. Could you just so that you know, Live Freedom. I put it out earlier, Jason, and you guys do some great artwork and information and everything. If you could, and Dave Fi and all you meme makers and all that stuff, could you help me make stuff to make fun of Kryptonian, because he's been like cropping me on a few. He cropped me on a Batman one the other day. So just
I get it now.
I mean,
when
for
I
you
talk,
got made to be Batman.
I know you're mad
I
about
made
that.
you Humpty Dumpty like
Yeah.
Egghead,
I could've
Oh,
made-
did he? How did that go? Because all I saw was the Batman one, and then you had it on that one, and then we had to move to another one. But every time I would get a text message, my picture was on my watch, and I'm like, "For
I know, that
God's
was
sakes,
funny.
man."
And one person ruined that.
Yeah, we won't talk
Kryptonian
about
is saving the day.
I could have made you Alfred. You know what I
hold
mean?
on a second. Did you see
There
how
he goes
fast,
again.
Did Do you see how fast that she answered? Look at how fast she was. Like,
Yeah.
sure, I'll do something about Kryptonian. See,
Yeah,
I
Kryptonian's
appreciate
gonna be
that.
Alfred in the next
Thank you,
one.
Life Freedom.
All right,
You know,
I'm
as-
done. I'm done. Good.
So I get what it is. You want me to talk so that way you can go to Discord or go to the chats and catch up. I get you. I see the game. I forgot. I'm sorry, man.
So Kryptonian, do you think there was a part of Brian Legend that was jealous that Nick was taking over his community?
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
man.
He's
I
jealous
think
of
I think
1,300 actual people in the new Discord, which
Oh,
you
yeah.
should all join.
I think that he was absolutely jealous. If one thing I've actually learned about, at least Brian Legend in the last year and a half, is that the guy is so full of himself. You know, where he has to be the center of attention. He has to be. You have to either be talking about. You either have to love him or hate him. He wants one of those two things, and he cannot handle not getting both of those factions right. But yeah, I think he saw how much the community immediately went to Nick and were like, yeah, we want this guy to lead this thing, and he's sitting over there messing with Yomp or whatever the hell it's called, and which is a failed project, obviously. And then he's like, I got to get back into Vulcan. What really upsets me about this whole thing, and you were in, I didn't really, I heard what you said in our, and I do agree with you that, you know, at the, you know, months back, we were kind of vouching for, in a sense, for Plan B. You know, we had conversations with him. I had conversations with him, and, you know, and I really believe that he wants a 20-year blockchain. You know, that's what he would tell me. So, I mean, you know, belief is the enemy of knowing. I can only believe it until I know otherwise.
He was sharing stuff about like Brian and their past and how he was unsure of Brian. Like he really kind of sold us to a degree.
Yeah, he did, man.
Yeah.
He really gave me he really said some things about Brian, about his personal relationship with Brian, how Brian is, gave me some stories, and I'm not going to share those because at the end of the day, that's between him and I. You know, I'm not going to share those things. There's some personal things, but you guys could surmise, or you guys could put the dots together. Seeing Brian's actions today, you can only imagine what Jason told me. Okay, guys, you can figure it out, just in the way he acts, but in the way things have played out. But I
will confirm he does like ladyboys.
He does. Yeah.
And this is what a chart looks like with Brian Legend, just so you all know. Look at that beauty.
That it's almost as great as the worldwide token chart. I'm just saying, because I was looking at the chart earlier.
Very close.
I was
It is
earlier
close.
looking at it.
That's
Man.
hilarious,
I
Kryptonian.
It's the greatest chart ever.
I know. We look
Sorry,
at
guys,
that and
sorry.
everything like that, but those poor people, man, the people that were in there that believed in
Oh,
him
sad.
and everything like that. We have a responsibility to follow him around everywhere he goes to. If they choose to do it, that's another. If they choose to do it, but we got to inform them so that they know and bring them legitimate stories so that they know. And I just look at that chart, and all I see in that chart is innocent people getting wrecked. You know, just they're getting wrecked. You know. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm used to it. I really am. I mean, I'm going to talk for about a minute, and then you're going to.
It does. I mean, it's like he has to go on all the time about this.
Crazy.
I keep bringing up the
cut me
past,
off
brother, because
every
you're from the past. Because you're old as shit. I'm just joking. You're not old, bro. You're aged. You're about as aged as my 20.
He did that to himself. You just did that to yourself.
Would you
Time
let me
your own
talk?
self- you timed
Would you
yourself
let me
out.
talk?
Ask you.
You're like a
Is-
fine bourbon, Chris.
Like a
Like
fine
Chris
bourbon.
I
I'm
did that
I'm
one.
gonna call you Mr. Jameson, brother.
Oh, you did it, Greek. Oh, thanks for giving. You got my back, Greek. I know, man.
Oh man, but I think
Hold
to
on,
sum it up,
Kryptonian. Do you have something on your screen or whatever? When
Yeah, it's like a like button.
I see a like button come up like a bubble
Yeah.
by your head, and it just fades
Yeah.
away.
I didn't
like
have it. I was wondering
button?
about that too. Yeah.
The thumbs up, like it's a little thumbs up thing. If somebody's on your his YouTube, hit the thumbs up thing or whatever. I think it's coming up on the screen when they do it. 'Cause
that might be maybe it's a
Hmm.
StreamYard update or something.
something
must
because
be.
it was like
I don't know.
I see it
I got to do it right. You ready for this, Greek? Hit the like button, like and subscribe. Boom, boom, boom. Whatever the hell you said, it's something like that.
No, man. It's like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You have to time it out so it matches up with my 7-second video clip that I play on.
Got
the
it all
overlay.
down. What's crazy is you got like T-Rex arm when you do it, like ding, ding, ding.
I don't
It's
know
crazy.
what's going on. People are joining my Discord in droves, and I don't know why people are joining my Discord. Thank you so much. Join my Discord. join
People
everybody
want
else.
the people want the truth, man. That's what it is. That's what it
Well,
is.
I'm
Did
just
you guys
happy.
just take off NR? What are
Oh.
you guys doing?
Tired of that guy, man.
No, he keeps dropping out. He's been
NR.
dropping out.
Leaving.
But I guess to sum it up, my whole opinion on everything, guys. You know, I could say this is what I expect. This is what I would like to happen. But by this time tomorrow, something would have changed dramatically. So I'm on a roller coaster with you
I'm
guys.
scared to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
it's like
something's gonna change.
because the Kangaroos are waking up, or they're already up right now, whatever. But I mean, so things are going to change. They're going to see this live and go in the Discords, and things are going to change. So I guess by this time tomorrow, I would have a different opinion as to what I'm saying now, or at least a different idea of what's
Viewpoint.
happening. Yeah. So, but I'm on the same journey as you guys. You know, I have a node. I have some very little Vulcan invested other than my node. I want my money back. At the end of the day, I want my money back. I'm at a point where, like, just give me my money back. I'll take it somewhere else. You know, I don't even want my rebases, man. Just give me my freaking investment back. You know what I mean? I'm done with Brian Legend and Jason and the team, you know, all the way down the team. I just want my money back, you know.
All the shenanigans. Just
man,
done
just
with it.
give my money back.
So,
you know,
so do you think at that point that everybody's fed up? Do we actually get answers as to what happened to the node sacrifice money? What happened to money that BL took off chain to Gate.io? What?
Oh, yeah.
Are we actually going to pursue that, or do you think people are just
That's what I'm scared
so
of. with
tired
speed.
of it?
well, okay, so guys, I never leave money on the table, and I was telling this to NR the other day.
Yep.
So though I may walk away from Vulcan, I'm not walking away from Brian Legend. I will be the thorn in his ass for the rest of his life. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't just go away, and I know I'm not the only guy that thinks that. So this whole
Julie B. She's going to
Yeah.
be thorn in his ass.
I'm gonna be the thorn in his ass, man. I'm gonna be white on rice on his ass. Fly on shit because you smell like shit, Brian Legend. Because everything you
Thank
touch
you,
turns to
Brian.
shit. Yeah. So, but the point is that this isn't gonna go away. I'm sorry, it's not. You're not gonna be able to move on to what are you gonna do? Yomp version 2, Yomp 3. I mean, what are you gonna go next to GIMP token? I mean, whatever the fuck you're gonna do, I'm gonna be right there, man. I promise you that. So, and I know I'm not the only guy that thinks that. But you
I'm gonna be there.
you actually ripped off the wrong community, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I mean, you really did, dude. You can buy all the bots you want and buy all the advertisement, but at the end of the day, man, the proof's in the pudding, man. And the pudding smells like shit. And there you are. So I'll see you soon. That's what I think. That's what's gonna happen. So
Mic drop.
Author.
yeah.
Throw one back, man. Yep.
Greek, you said you were slightly concerned that everybody's just so fed up. They want to move forward and just positivity with Nick and not worry about
it
what
shouldn't
happened. in the
stop.
past.
Even once Nick gets control, whatever this deal is, Brian should not be able to just go off into the sunset and be like, and I'm afraid, and that's been a fear of mine, that in part of this deal is, they just, whatever you guys came up with, the numbers, you looked into the investigation, just let it all go. No. Trust me, we're not going to let it go. I'm going to be coming for your ass, and I'm going to be exposing it. Every project you think or even try to start, next to every single one of your videos is going to be a Greek video. And I've done searches on random computers, and if you search Yomp token, there's the Greek Brian Legend is a scammer video right with it. So people can't say, I didn't know. And that's what I want going forward. There's not going to be, I didn't know. You're going to see that scammer video, and it's going to be clear as day where it's going to spell it out to you. Scammer. Right in the title. You can't miss it.
We have to say goodbye to Odie and Pride. They,
It's my
bye,
bedtime.
guys.
Was I too rough, guys? I'm sorry.
no. They wanted to stay here for you to listen to you, and then they had to
I
go.
appreciate you guys. These guys always come in clutch.
Take
man.
it easy,
I
fellas.
appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Yep. Thanks
appreciate
for
you
having
guys.
me.
Take care.
Catch you
Take
guys
care,
later.
guys.
Hi, Odie.
Nah, man, thanks for having us, Odie. We appreciate you, man.
Pride.
Oh,
See ya.
check this
Right,
out.
see you, bud.
You know what?
See ya.
We've been talking about a lot of stuff and everything like that, but we have not talked about how Terry and Fowler feels. And I know Fowler's he's working. That's why he's not on the screen, because he's he's working.
He's always working.
He's never stopping. But I know
He's like his mama. He's always working.
the two of
I'm
them
not
haven't
working,
talked a bit. and I don't know if you guys, because we were going to start talking about how everybody felt about the last couple of days, and we haven't heard from Terry and we haven't heard from Fowler. If you guys
Well, I
want
mean-
to talk about it, and
I can talk about it, but basically the same feelings, right? I trust Nick and the past those people. I disconnected on social media, and I'm going forward. I mean, I don't want. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in a room with BL because I think it might hurt him in person. But he can do what he wants to do. But I'm gonna go forward with Nick. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
I think BL's a lying piece of trash when Plan B is in his back pocket, which makes him just as bad, if not worse. And I'm looking forward to going forward. So yeah, it's not real like jaw dropping news or anything, but yeah.
what do you
No,
think about
you're-
the
you're-
negotiation? The issue with the negotiation with Nick and everything. Do you feel confident in what Nick's going to come back with? You feel,
I'm
how you feel?
anxious. I'm anxious to find out because it's one person against a group. You know what I'm saying? Like there's Nick on one side and everybody else on this side, and they have to negotiate. So I mean, it's
Well, I think Damian and Adrian are still kind of aligned with Nick. You know,
They are.
yeah.
They're team
right.
Nick.
Yeah, I'll wait and see what happens, but I trust Nick to do what's best for everybody. You know, so I just wish we'd turn the page, just go forward. Be done with all this garbage and go forward. You know, whatever it is, just turn the page and go forward.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. So my thing is that we have Nick's got a lot on his plate about this.
He
I
does.
think. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you guys have any idea? And it's hard to even speculate because of the fact that we don't know. We know as much as the community and everything like that. And we're just going by the fact that we think that Nick's going to try to do the best he can for what's best for the community and everything like that. But do you see anything like what do you think? Like they'll do a split on some money, or they won't do any kind of split on the money, or they won't do, they'll just agree to disagree and walk away. That it'll be like we agreed that we don't like each other. We're going different
There's
ways.
only one reason BL came back, and that's
Money.
That money, man.
That's the only thing that seems to motivate that guy. He doesn't care about anything else. He wants to get his grubby little paws on some of our money, and I'm sure that's what Nick's going to be negotiating, is to keep that number as small as possible. And unfortunately, Plan B opened that door for him to do just that. Plan Biatch.
Yeah, that was a bad move by him.
Yeah, man.
I'm really disappointed. I don't have. I'm just disappointed. I really thought that Jason was going to come out and be like, I guess I never really expected him to say, hey, Brian's a scammer.
Right.
Good, I got that. I mean, you're friends with the guy, great. Because you don't really know. At the end of the day, we don't know what Brian's going. The guy could be crying in his pillow every night because everybody hates. The world literally hates the guy. You know what I mean? Like his family hates him. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's a very
he has
lonely.
no one.
He has no one. So it's a very, 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 very lonely life for that man. Your girl's with you because you're buying her shit. Cut the money off and she's gone. Okay, at the end of the day, but it's a lonely life. So maybe Jason sees some. I don't know. Hey, I'm gonna help this guy out. He's my friend. He's been friends for years. So, but no one really knows their relationship. But I am disappointed in the fact that with everything that's happened, with the wash trading and the price manipulation, knowing that the entire community was absolutely against that type of methodology in regards to our investment, no one said anything. If Jason knew this was happening, he didn't say anything to Brian. Maybe he did, but he didn't come out and say, I'm completely against it. In fact, whenever the investigation started, when they're investigating themselves, that's another story.
Right.
But when they're investigating themselves and they all found that they're fine. They did nothing wrong, but Nick was the guy that actually said, "Hold up, oh wait, let me get this straight. You want me to build you a blockchain, and that guy's a scammer? Yeah, I'll do it for $2 million. Yeah, that's how I see it. It's like I do it because there's a good possibility that shit's gonna go south, and I want to get paid. But
how dare you? How dare you pay that man what you contracted to pay him?
How dare I know, right? It's like everybody agreed on it.
Right.
Wait a minute. Why do we pay him $2 million or whatever it was, $2.4 million? Exactly. How dare you guys pay him? What you agreed?
And how dare he take that money?
How dare you guys, have a contract and freaking execute on it? What are you guys, criminals?
Right.
Come
on, hell, man?
Anyways, but yeah, that's a whole nother podcast, right? Another video. But I guess as I'm getting worked up about this, I'm just disappointed that none of the team has come out and said Brian was wrong. Don't call him a scammer. Just say the guy was wrong for what he did.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. I'm not looking for an apology. I'm looking for truth. I'm a truth seeker.
And some accountability.
Accountability in the day, man. In the day, accountability. But it's all right because you don't have to hold him accountable. The world will. The universe has a way of cashing the check that your mouth writes. Your ass will cash that check. I promise you that, Brian Legend. Your ass is gonna cash that check, man. There's only so much money, man. There's only so much money. The thing is this: when you have what they call people that have actually earned the money, like those that actually obtain wealth, and Chris can allude to this. When you actually accrue wealth over time, in the right way, it means something. But when you get it from scamming people, there's a problem with that. You're not rich because you earned it. You're rich because you rip people off. And the problem with that is you don't know how to make it back if you lose it or when you spend it. So you will be back because you need it, because you do not know how to make money the right way, or I would say the legitimate way, or like everybody else does, working for it. So that, in other words, your greed will absolutely will expose you, man, and you're gonna get caught. At the end of the day, and I'm gonna be there when it happens. I promise you that.
My dad always said, "Don't let your alligator mouth write a check that your canary ass couldn't cash."
There it is, man.
And go back to your point that you were saying is that's kind of my motivation here, is because I don't want to receive a penny from anything Vulcan. I don't. My bag, I got three bags. It was pretty nice and everything like that, and it was a nice little dream and everything like that. But if Nick is willing to do something that I could get a portion of it, maybe pay a little bit into it, because the more
Speaking of that, Chris, aren't the booster NFTs supposed to be going on sale?
Well,
I think that this agreement is kind of putting everything on hold till this is finalized and all that. But
we're on hold again.
But I guess I'm assuming once they hash out whatever it is that they're hashing out, that
he won't need the
right around
super
the corner.
boosters. He won't need the super boosters if he gets at least 300K. Then he's got the working capital.
Yeah,
then it will
that's
just be
true.
booster sales.
That's true.
Hopefully they give everything so that we have some LP too. I mean,
that would be nice.
Good luck.
Yeah, I don't want anything from the Vulcan stuff and everything like that, because of the fact that I'll always feel like anything that I received was because Brian ripped off the community.
BL took it from the Yomp community or somebody else.
The Yomp, the tags, the Seifu people that got wrecked when he was doing, Esco, all that stuff. I don't want anything. They launched the blockchain.
What if he told you? What if someone told
you know
it was
what? That's
DP's
something I would
money?
do. Listen to this. I'll do this. I'll go on record. We can do this right now.
I
love this idea.
Breaking news.
Yeah, this breaking news here. If they launch the Vulcan blockchain, I will take my wallet and I will, we'll just do a thing where you can send me your wallet and I'll just split it up with you guys. Just split it up. Anything that Vulcan does, we'll just give it away. I don't want a penny from them at all. It's disgusting how they've acted, the way they've treated people, what they've done. Have it, take it. It's all you. And I'll stick with whatever Nick can do. And if I have to buy a little bit more and all that kind of stuff, okay. As long as Nick remains loyal to the community and doing the right thing for everybody and the world, all that, all that kind of stuff. He's doing the right thing or trying to do the right thing. and I believe that, I will support 100%, and I will take profits like anybody else in that project. That Vulcan, I don't want to even have anything to do with it at all, none. So, but I'll do this. I'm not giving it to those individuals. I will give it freely to the community. If they launch something or whatever, I would be, let's work something out that I can send it to your wallets or something like that. We'll just give it all away. We'll do like a raffle thing. When you do that StreamYard thing where you put people's names in and you just spin it around, be like, okay, I'm going to send you 1,000 Vol.
You can just give it to me and Kryptonian. We'll give it away for you.
Oh yeah, we like to give stuff away, man.
We'll do some cool giveaways.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I don't want anything from over there at all, dude.
I like that.
Yeah.
I just got a message from Greek. Give it to me. No, bro. No, dude. No, man. This is for the community.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, that's the way I feel about it, and I don't want that on my conscience. I don't want anything to do with that.
He's a liar. I didn't send him nothing.
Bro, oh, really? Your hands were up. Well, your hand was up here. You was down here. You did it with your right hand. Your little T-Rex arm down here.
Yeah, but so if Vulcan launches the project, they can not them. The community can have all my whatever they're going to call it. So anything with Nick and everything like that, I'm going to follow the rules. I'm going to get my boosters and all that kind of stuff, and I'll take profits just like all of us, and hopefully we'll all be happy.
That's good on you, man. That you're willing to do that, and that's why you're Bruce Wayne, Batman. That's why you're Batman.
Well, I think it's a principle of the thing for me is because I felt like when I was trading Seifu, I was like, I thought everybody was trading Seifu, dude. And then when we started looking around, they're like, yeah, we think it's wallet number 4, like the Smith group and stuff. And then people are like, I don't believe that story. And I'm like, the farther it went, I'm like, I'm trading in and out of this manipulation. Aren't you guys? And some people were and stuff, but it was like, whoa, so my sacrifice and everything like that I put in a vault, it feels like ill-gotten gains to me. So, but with Nick and everything like that, if Nick's going to be able to pull that off and do that, yeah, I'll work for it. I'll pay a little extra. I'll put money and get some boosters and all that kind of stuff. But that's enough about that. We'll
I gotta say
when we get there.
that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why I choose to surround myself with these individuals, because they make me better being around them with stuff like that, Chris. So thank you.
Yeah.
100%.
You do, man. You raise that bar, and
you raised us,
appreciate
Chris.
you for that, man. Seriously.
Bitcoin Daddy raised us.
Yeah, you're right. In our and that's just one thing about. I mean, obviously, you guys see us here on stage, man, and we get here and we talk to you guys on whatever live it is. But we spend a lot of time backstage,
And
man.
it's the same.
It's the same, man. And we have
If not
real
deeper.
life conversations. These are my real friends up here, and and these guys hold me accountable. So just trust in that. If I ever do anything out of turn, out of pocket, or out of character, these guys are quick to call me on it, and I will receive it because they obviously have my best interest at heart. But not only those that I'm speaking, if I'm actually giving some bad advice or something or saying something stupid, they're thinking about you guys as well. So, so I agree with you 100% in art. So I appreciate you guys more than you will ever know, man. Thank you, Brian.
Do we have that? Do we have the screenshot? Maybe I can just read it. So this pertains to, you know what? I don't think I'm going to read that because I don't, that was in private message. It was to a public, someone on the live had a question. They sent it to me. I forwarded off to Nick and Nick replied, but I did not get permission from both parties to show it.
I know which one you're talking about.
Right. And I don't know if you can expand on that or whatever, but I don't want them to be doxxed if they're like, oh no, we were just having a conversation. You were in the middle. I wouldn't want to be the guy that does that. But I think that there is a scenario that if this was to happen where Nick was to finish the blockchain and everything like that, there is a scenario where that's not going to affect everything. So
No, so from my understanding, what Nick said, he said something to the degree of if he's paid that outstanding invoice, he's pretty much contractually liable to provide them with the source code. However, it's basically open source, a fork of Ethereum, and it's open source anyway. Like anybody could get it. So we would have the code as well as them, but there were some tweaks and stuff like that, I believe, that Nick did that they would not have. Does that sound about right, Chris?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So ultimately, we'd have, I guess, what you would call the finished product, and they would just have the kind of open source fork end of things without the bells and whistles, I guess you would say.
The rough end.
They'd have more that they'd have to do or whatever. But I mean, that's just speculation on our part. I mean, Nick did reply, and that was in ours, right? He saw it, so but I don't want to be too specific, and I don't want to dox the other person that was asking it. They probably do not mind at all because they were going to type it in the public chat, but I did not get their permission. I wouldn't want to do that to them. Yeah. So, but and then next comment,
with your damn ethics, Chris Cruz.
Yeah, stop being wonderful.
Sorry, I
man.
dare you.
Stop being wonderful, bro.
Stop having principles in this space.
Tired of it, man.
Billy says Brian is back to unblacklisting his wallets. Yeah, that's another thing.
That's another thing.
I'll leave that to you. I'm old. I gotta go to the bathroom.
EP time.
Let me page the nurse. She's gonna help him, guys, because he needs a. But yeah, that's something I'm concerned about now that he's back. So hey, Bix, that's Bricks or Bix, one of the two. I forget. Yep. Right. So is Brian gonna be able to unblacklist his wallets that you so diligently and I mean you were so adamant about? You were going through the wallets, for a week or two. Is he gonna be able to unblock them? I'd like to know. So for those of you guys that are in communication with her, ask her. I want to know. And if it's no, of course not. Well, I want proof, right? Prove that to me. Because if he's able to turn those jokers back on, we're right back to square one.
Correct. Yep.
We're right back to the day before he resigned, guys. All right. Nothing's changed except now he's holding Nick's money. That's the only thing and we know, I guess the only thing that's changed is we know about it now. So, money for services rendered, right? So, that's what I want to know. Is he going to unblacklist these wallets, right?
I would think that, Nick knows about the wallets, right? So I would think there's going to be something in the negotiation. There's gotta be, you know what I mean? Yeah. You would think that Nick's going to throw that in there, or maybe Brian uses that too and says, hey, I want my wallets whitelisted. That's part of me giving you the funds back. I mean, who knows?
One of the things I think that was a catalyst for Brian Legend calling up Jason says, we got to stop this. We're losing everything. Is when Nick said on a live, I think it was Chris's live, he said, or maybe it was a Twitter space. I forget, maybe Fowler space, one of the spaces. But I remember him saying something like, he was asked about the what is the old team? What type of involvement are they going to have? And he says, well, no involvement, but they will get their tokens. That's
team
it.
Allocated.
Yeah,
tokens,
team allocations.
Yep.
That's it. And they were probably like, oh, hell no, because that means they don't get access to the purse, right? And they don't want that. So they got that. That's when it was like, stop the press. We've got to actually get back into the driver's seat. And here we are. All of a sudden, Nick launches a Discord, 1,000+ people jump into this thing in less than a few hours, guys. All right. Yep. None of these people are paid. These aren't bots. This isn't fake advertisement. This isn't genius marketing or market making what Brian Legend does. This isn't people from in community. You're not just going to buy 1,000 freaking subscribers. This is real people, real money jumped in this Discord because they want their money back, or they want an opportunity to grow their money based on what we were sold. Real stuff, real shit, right? And Brian said, the fuck just happened? I mean, because literally he saw in real time. Saw real time.
Where are you going, guys?
Yeah, guys.
I love you. Come back. I'm your savior.
All his bots were like, give Brian a chance. It's all echoes and shit. But the point is that they saw it in real time that everybody jumped to this Discord. So much so they started blocking the Discord link in Vulcan because they saw the writing on the wall. Shit, we're losing everything. Stop it.
Yeah.
And that's why Brian came in to save us. He didn't come to save us. He came to save his own bags, which are the wallets that he saw slipping away. Well, actually, we thought they were slipping away, but the whole time, the way it looks, I don't know, but the way it looks is they were never really blocked. They were never really going to be blocked. Brian and Jason, or Jason always had Brian on the back in the back pocket, waiting to come in at any given time. And now is the time.
Brian never left. Brian
He never left. He
Yeah.
was there the whole time, man. The whole time. I made a joke earlier, a couple, maybe yesterday or so, and I was like, we were like, well, that was, I think, was like, that was fast, right? And I was like, I was expecting till after Halloween, man. I mean, like Halloween, everybody's filled with candy, and then all of a sudden, then he comes in. But this shit was quick. I don't think they anticipated Nick going, you ain't gonna pay me? Hold my beer.
Okay.
Discord,
Yeah.
bam! Everybody jumps to Discord. He's like, oh shit! They were like, what the fuck just happened? So, sorry, compliment. I know he doesn't want cursing on his channel, but he was like, what happened? Everybody, and that's what I was really impressed by, the fact that people jumped in that Discord quickly. It didn't take a couple of days. It was real time. And if you know anything about when building a community that believes in you, and that wants to actually invest in what you got going on, that happened quick. I mean, I know it's not a million holders or a million subscribers or 5,000 or 17,000 paid subscribers like Vulcan is, 18,000, whatever it is. This is I think, and I've got some pushback on this, but I think that the real number of investors that have stuck around thus far that haven't, or they're not tired of the shit. I'm sure there are some that are saying, I'm done with this. It's too much drama for me. I'm just going to move on. But I think there's about a good 1,500 to 2,000 investors, real investors that are waiting for the blockchain, that are actually actively looking in Discord, actively watching Twitter and all these things, watching the lives. I think it's about 2,000. They, not a lot of them are active like with comments, but they're watching, right? I think those are the ones that jumped to the new Discord, and the team got scared as shit, man. They're like, yeah, this is really happening. So what did Brian come out and do? It's the thing is, if you're in the middle of a negotiation, right, the last thing you do is come out and say, in 24 hours, the new Discord, or 48 hours, whatever you said, will be dismantled. That is a weak ass move, bro. You think that we're not going to go to another Discord? Are you stupid? Like, just because you say it, we're just going to go, oh, he deleted it. I mean, come on. Are you that? Yeah, I guess I'm sorry you are that dumb. But I'm here to tell you that just because you say it, it ain't so, bro. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. We're not going away, man. We're not going away. And there it is. I'm done. Thanks for letting me talk, Chris. See, when you go pee, I got plenty of shit to say, bro. Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, that's when the shit comes out when he pees.
Wait, that's not the same thing. Sorry.
No, it's not something. I'm confused. What happened? No,
Well,
but you know
I
what I'm
think
saying.
that you make a lot of great points and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I just find that when I saw that the real Discord and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, you know what? Listen, you can say what you want to say, but the part of the leader of the community that I'm involved in is Nick, and when Nick tells me something, I'll listen, and then if I think I'm not getting the whole truth, I'll confront him a little bit on it. I'll push back a little bit, try to get a little bit more clarification, and then it'll be resolved, and we'll move on. And I would hope that everybody would feel the same way, that if they felt that they, Nick said something, we're not sure about that. Bam, have a conversation with him, and and he's in the Discord even tonight. He was putting in there about his tea and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, it seems like it's like he's just a guy. He's just a guy. So it's to me, it's like when he is wasting oxygen saying what he's saying, it's like, I don't believe anything that you say. I haven't believed it in a very, very long time. So now when you put out these comments and stuff like that, you got a chance right now. You have a chance to negotiate in good faith with Nick and everybody, all of them, and try to do the right thing. Just try to do the right thing for the first time in your life. Try to do what if you plan on launching the blockchain, and you and Jason and whoever's left on that team, whatever, and what Nick's doing, okay, just come to an agreement, reasonable agreement for everybody, part ways. I'm going this way with Nick, and then you, if you want to go with that way, you go with that way, and that's all it's got to be. But when you're saying that the official Discord, yeah, it could be the official Brian Legend Discord because that's the one you own, but Nick has this one, so when Nick says that the Discord is going to be dissolved or something like that, I'd probably push back and be like, why? And if it was like, oh, because we're going to rebrand or we're going to do something different, okay, well, let's set it up so we can all move over there and everything like that. That's when I will actually bring it up and I'll care about it. But right now, he's just talking nonsense, dude. I mean, who listens to him? I mean, he lost all credibility with me a long time ago, and then I don't know if Tartan Madman wants to talk about this, but Tartan Madman has a lot of anxiety and stuff like that, and and he was really when Brian was saying that he was having mental issues and needed to take a break and everything like that. And Tartan Madman was kind of like, I can understand that point of view and I don't want to discredit that and everything like that. Hope you get better and everything. And it was nice. I mean, I personally was like, I think he's full of it, but at the same time, I would hate to discount somebody's legitimate health concerns and everything.
Yeah.
So Tartan Madman taught me that to be like, hey, he might have something, but and then when he does the video of like the fake tears on the thumbnail, and then he comes out and he's like, I'm gonna create another token. It's like, no. And then even Tartan Madman was like, I even defended you, but you're a dirtbag because you don't really have this mental issues and stuff like that you have to work through. And, so yeah, so ever since, well, long before then, but everything he says, I take it more as it's a fabrication or it's not the whole truth. So, but
yep, I agree.
Yep. I'm gonna pull up this comment here. SPN. I forgot the E, bro. But Brian is not dumb. He is stealing money. He's still not in jail, and I call that a win. Yeah, but here's the thing, man, about life. Not that I'm as old as Chris, but life, no, in all seriousness, wealth without peace, a man who obtains wealth without peace has neither. And money can only take you so far. It will come back on him, and it's just the human experience. So trust me, it's not a win, because karma. Well, if you believe in karma or not, but it's just the way the universe works. This isn't over. It's not a win. He's bought all Brian Legend has bought is himself time before he ends up in jail. That's all he did. So he's going to be able to sit in his jail cell going, wow, I used to own a Lambo and now my name is Lambo. Right? Because someone's riding my ass every day. So my point is give it time. Give it time. All right.
Oh yeah, it always catches up to you.
Always does, man. That's the human experience. I mean, history never rhymes, but it never repeats, but it often rhymes. And trust me, it's not just going to be like, oh, he won. It never is. What was the other one?
I don't want to discount people's feelings about how I don't want him to get away free, all that kind of stuff. But you know what? If he goes, whatever he does, listen. I got bigger and better things in my life and good things to look forward to and everything like that. I'm washing my hands of all that stuff, period. I've left the Discord. I can care less what he's got to say. And it's like, I think I used the analogy when we were talking. It is at this point right now, it's like people in Shiba Inu fighting with people in Safe Moon. It really doesn't matter. We're totally different now. We're separating, I'm going to be supporting Nick and that. So do what you want to do. And, you want to be with that stuff. That's fine. I'm not, there's no way on this earth in any kind of way will I participate in anything that Brian Legend and Jason do, period. I don't care what it is. Like I said, if they launch
and that makes sense.
If they launch a blockchain, I'm serious. I will go live. And whenever it would be that Nick would need a snapshot of whatever we had sacrifice and everything like that. Once that time is done and they have a blockchain, we'll do it live. We'll start just handing it out, man. Because me, it's just trash money. And if you can make money off of it and then you can get yourself whole, that's a better story for me than I don't want any profit from that crap.
Yeah, well, the beauty too, Chris, is that Broodfight is there, and they're never going to give up. They're never going to stop with Brian and Jason either. But then that brings up the point that we were kind of talking about earlier when Greek said he was worried, and where's that line where, okay, we want justice, we want answers, we want to find out exactly how much was stolen, or where's the other side of that line which is, okay, Nick's here, let's move forward, positivity, make it work. Let's not live in the past. Like where's that fine line?
I don't think that there ever be
know?
a fine line on that because of the fact that I can be very optimistic. I'm just talking about me,
Sure.
Not bad or best, but I can be very, very happy and satisfied and feel like I have a better life moving on with Nick in that position. My quality of life will be better.
So are you basically saying you don't care if you ever find out what happened?
No. That's what I'm saying. Is that I am
Gotcha.
completely 1,000% available for anything I can do to bring justice to all of the community holders. Anything that has to do with Vulcan, you need me. I need to be a part of it. I am going to jump all over it. I will be there. But for me, I'm figuring it as a total loss, and I will go with what the community, everybody come up with, and then I'm moving forward with the next situation. I'm here, I'm available, but I'll let the hell of a lot smarter people out there know the ins and outs of what's going on, and if I can help, I will be there. So that's where I feel. I mean, I don't know how you guys are because I'm looking for. I want positive things. I want good things. That's not something I wouldn't do that in my daily business. Somebody I worked with ripped off one of my contractors or ripped off my employees or something like that. I'd be like, hey, let's go have a nice picnic and everything like that. And then, now it's time to roll up our sleeves and get accountability. I have no problem with doing both at the same time, but I am really looking forward to what Nick's doing and what he can do for the community. And like I said,
right. So I guess that being said, and I appreciate you sharing those personal feelings with us. How do you think we as a community move forward? Do we allocate time and funds, or just time or whatever into?
I mean, that's an
researching
idea.
what happened.
This is something to think about.
I was just getting ready to say the same thing. I think you're going with.
Take one of my wallets. Take one of my wallets of the 3 wallets I have, and actually we'll put those into some type of multi-sig for the community as a fund. They launch this blockchain. Those token or coins or whatever, they'll be used for a defense fund to go after Brian and Jason, or if Jason.
We could always hire a private investigator.
Breaking news, guys! There's going to be a defense fund. So.
Yeah, so we could take one of the wallets completely, put it in there, and I'll be like, there you go. So we could figure out which one that is and whatever. I had no problem with that. That'd be like completely ironic. Like the better that the coin does, the more money we'll have for the attorneys to track down this stuff.
That's funny.
Yep.
That is a really good idea. I like that a lot. I think
guys,
that would
I got to get going.
The community would be happy with that. Yeah.
Oh, we start talking like justice, and you got to go.
Okay, go bye.
Yeah, I'm not too far behind you, Greek. I got.
Hey, I'm back in the office. Okay, some of us can't be on vacation.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. You're back. You did take a week off, man. You did take a week off.
Oh yeah, you did. I see that message in there. You're like, got to get going.
Well, I love all of you. Keep up the great work, and let's have a better tomorrow.
All right, buddy. We'll see you later.
Peace out, brother.
See you, buddy.
How much longer you guys want to go? We have a few comments and stuff. I think people are just kind of having a good time and talking about stuff and everything like that.
He already owns 3 Chevys. What are you talking about, Shadow? They're all paid off, bro. All paid off. The man's winning. That's winning right there. Go ahead.
Wow. Yeah. I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate. And I like Chevys, man. I like Chevys.
Me too.
I like
Yeah.
GMCs, man, but it's whatever.
We talked about this, and you said that you didn't want to talk about the issue until NR came back. Remember that when we were talking? What were we talking about?
What's up?
We were talking about the fact that back in the
Oh,
day, years
yeah.
ago, when I was in the transmission business, the Dodge Caravans were
Yeah,
keeping
I
us in
remember.
business, brother.
Oh
And
yeah, they were junk.
I know. And Krypton, so he's like, well, I prefer to talk about this when NR comes back.
I definitely want to talk about this, but let me bring up this comment from Chris Kirk. What's up, Chris? What's up, brother? Chris has messaged me, man. I did see your message. Sorry, man. I've been working with a crazy client this week, man. It's take up all my time. The fact that I'm actually here tonight on live, as these guys know, it's a big thing because I've been pretty stretched all week. But I have seen your message, and I will be reaching out to you. NR, he's got some concepts and ideas, man. We need to talk about, brother. So we'll be reaching out to you, man. All right, we'll see you, Chris.
Definitely about it.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
pretty cool. What didn't he? Wasn't that we were on a live and he had a concept or an idea or something that he wanted to?
Yeah, he
run
sent
by
me
you?
a message, and he sent me out something. But NR went on vacation, and I picked up a huge project that took my time. So it's just been bad timing, Chris. But I will be reaching out to you, man, by the end of the week, man. I promise you that.
I don't know.
Cool.
Did one of the guys that left? Did they star this comment? Says Jay the Vulcan Man says, did Bix get paid off? She was furious with Brian 2 weeks ago and Brood wanting those wallets blacklisted. Now
Yeah.
she is ally against Nick.
No, she's not
What?
paid off. She's on payroll. There's a difference,
Yeah,
She
yeah.
is
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the Vulcan.
I mean, what do you
payroll.
expect?
That's
The
how
guy
she-
that's on the multi-sig that approves payroll is the guy you're investigating. What do you think's going to happen? Come on.
Right. And I think to a degree too, I think he's been in her ear, kind of manipulating her a little bit. And again, that's just my take on it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know either. It's just very peculiar, right? Though I mean,
It
one week
is.
one week she's coming out with, I'm about to drop some proof, guys. You're gonna see proof,
Right.
and then all of a sudden, I'm gonna show you proof on Nick, and it's like, wait, what the hell just happened?
Right.
Like,
But
which
but
one of you
Nick
just slapped me?
technically didn't do anything wrong. Like he
Yeah,
took
like-
money he was owed. It cracks me up, man, because
Yeah.
like Chris, I've done many a contract as well, and based on milestones, I'm sure you have as well, especially
Oh, yeah.
being kind of in the same space. And it's like it's almost laughable that they were trying to spin this as Nick was being crooked or vilifying him. It was laughable.
It is.
And
Yeah.
then showing payments like, oh well, he took money from us as payment and then sent it here and there.
I mean, it's
Well,
not
no
Nick's-
shit.
it's
That's
not
what you
Nick's-
do.
It's not Nick's fault that they didn't go out and get quotes.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean,
Right.
the guy threw out a price. They agreed to it. They paid it. It's not Nick's
Correct.
fault, man. I mean, come on, man.
Exactly.
God dang it! That just When I heard that, I
Well,
was
and
just like,
then
this-
and
they've obviously never really actually ran a business before. You know what I mean? Or actually,
Well, on top
submit
of
some
that,
quotes.
and on top of that, they kept changing the goalposts. They kept switching shit up.
That too, yeah.
I mean, it went from Seifu X to Vulcan to 44% to now we have a fire pit, and now we're doing vaporization and firestorms. And I mean, I'm sure because yourself, when your client changes halfway through, you're like, man, you just ball that piece of paper up and throw it in the trash. Like
Yeah.
all that shit I just worked on is null and void at this point.
Yep.
But you still got to pay me for my time.
Yeah. Pay me for the time.
So again, man, like when Jason was in that Discord and we were trying to get him to come on with Nick, like it was laughable. You keep saying the same stuff over and over again. It was straight laughable. Like you're a joke, dude. Craziness, absolute craziness.
Yeah, you're right, man.
And yeah, I think you're right, man. I mean, supposedly Jason had some type of business with airplanes or flight school or something like that. Hopefully we find out what that is. I'll spam the shit out of that. I'll give them all kind of bad reviews online, and
Yeah, man. I mean, your reputation does not escape.
Yeah,
you. I mean, at the
exactly.
end of the day, bad business is bad business. I mean, at the end of the day, and I just if that business, whatever business he's in, is if it's operating the same way this is, I mean, how was that? I mean, I wonder if that's actually getting audited, if you will. I mean, you auditing yourself because you're not supposed to do that, right? But time will tell, and time is running out.
Dino Rex Gaming HD. Do you see that a couple people asked for it? Wherever you are in any of the YouTubes, it should have come up like this right before what you were, or yeah, right before you put that in. It might have been at the same time. So, I'm not sure exactly what Shadow X talking about. Shadow X is always on the verge of getting himself banned because, listen, you he's a right a lot of the time. Oh, who put that in the Chevy Nova?
Oh, I did. Sorry.
Oh, it looks
You're
like
talking
it came from me. I'm like, I
No,
didn't.
they were talking about cars, and I typed in a car like.
Oh, I see it.
Sorry.
I was like, yeah. Where's Shadow X? Shadow X he's talking about something crazy about like
About a Tesla or something. Yeah, it's right here. Notice he says he had a Tesla because the battery died.
For one day.
Yeah, okay, for one day. Yeah, I
Those
mean
things
they are fast, but I mean it's like, I mean, all the thing is you got to see that it was fast, but you didn't got to feel that it was fast, and that's the difference between an engine and a battery. So I'm just saying.
So now, I'm gonna give it to him. All right, but then Moki, bring up Moki's. He's
Moki's
yeah,
Chevelle. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. That is sweet.
Yeah. And that's why
man.
I posted my Nova comment, because Nova's my car. So
Chevy, man, that is where it's at.
Mhm.
And then
Nice
you got
Chevy.
Sky. What are you talking about, Sky?
Yeah, some of those I don't know if we can bring up.
I think he was talking to Barry. I don't know. some of the context.
I want to look at this one. We'll just agree to disagree there, Shadow X, buddy. It's just,
Hold on. You believe what Shadow
oh,
X talking
okay.
about the peace and quiet?
No. We're not disagreeing. Yeah, he says that classic Chevys are definitely nice. Oh, okay. All right. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
We're good.
But he says, this is to me. He goes, I love EV cars now. I get peace and quiet, and I agree with you. They were quiet, but I mean, when they're riding by you, like Chevys or Ford Mustangs or Shelbys, yeah, I'm like, shut the hell up. I mean, I'm trying to like have a conversation in my truck or something, or if I'm on my motorcycle, and one of those jokers freaking fly by me, it scares the hell out of me. But I'm talking about when you're in it or you're on it, you're riding it. That's that's the experience, But if you're on a track or something, did you ever take it on a track, Shadow? I'd like to know that. I wonder if anybody's actually had an experience with an EV on a track, whether it be an EV motorcycle, an EV or car, whatever. I'd like to know that. I haven't seen any stories on that yet, but yeah, I'm just talking about when you're actually riding it, man. That's for that rumble, man. That's where it's at.
Yep.
Yeah. So PM says once dust settles and Nick starts implementing his plan, we all have to work really hard to keep the good vibes for the new brand. Time to show what a community can do to a project if we don't plan a scam. But
yeah, it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy,
it'll be
right?
very easy, and this is all that me require. Now I'm just saying about this about me. Everybody, you guys make your own decisions and everything like that. And as long as Nick remains open to dialogue about certain things, and he's transparent. If he's transparent and open to having an exchange about something, oh, I want to do this, and everybody's like, no, okay, well, let's talk about it, and then whatever the consensus is, he follows through with the DAO, and we listen. The people in the DAO, whatever, they listen to us and everything like that, and we feel like they're listening to us. Not one of these like, oh, we were listening to you, but you didn't hear what we said. 90% of us said no, and you guys said yes. That doesn't work. But as long as they're doing that kind of stuff and everything like that, this to me will be easy because it'll be like almost selling itself. And
It is, yeah.
And we will. It'll be one of those things that, hey, look. This is a very volatile place. Don't invest more than you're willing to lose. But if the way that we know Nick and the way that we are as a community and everything like that, we are fairly confident this is not a scam. We're not guaranteeing that it's going to go to 100x and everybody's going to be a millionaire tomorrow. You just got a really good shot with the project. If you like the way it's set up and what we're trying to do and what Nick's vision is and everything like that, we got a shot. Can't guarantee anything.
Chris, what we had to do. I remember the first year and a half, or the first 6 months of me being in Seifu, when I tried to talk to it amongst friends and people in the community. As I started getting into, the DeFi space, I spent most of the time defending Brian Legend. No, he's not a scammer. The guy showed his ID. He's not a scammer. He's not a scammer. I spent most of my time doing that rather than trying to explain what the whole the point of the project was or what the future was. In this regard, regarding Nick and his plan, I'm not going to have to go in. But Nick's not a scammer. I'm not going to defend past projects like I had to do with Brian Legend. That's going to follow him for the rest of his life. He can change his name to whatever the fuck he wants. Sorry for cursing. Brian Legend, Brian Sealer, Brian Sex Toy, whatever the hell it's going to be. His projects will always be there forever. The internet never goes away. And you're not going to be able to escape it. Unless you go get plastic surgery, bro. I'm sorry, or get implants. Your face is always going to look the same, dude. Like a fucking egg, dude. So at the end of the day, your scams are going to follow you. So my point is that we're not going to have to do that with anything that if Nick's plan moves forward, we're not going to have to be defending it, night and day. That, trust me, it's not a scam. That was, I didn't think about it then, but that's what we had to do most of the time, and I was defending it against the Brew guys and other people. We won't have to do that now. It's going to be very easy. Back to what I was saying, very easy to be able to say, no, like you said, Chris, it's not going to make you $1 million. It's going to be very volatile, but there is some good opportunity here. So long as you get educated, learn how this space works, understand what's happening in the charts, learn to read blockchain to some degree, you should be fine. You shouldn't get wrecked, right? But after you've done all your own research and you still feel confident in this project, hey, drop some money into it. If that's what you choose to do. It's like all of us.
What's up, Compton? You there?
What up, C8?
Brian Sex Toy.
Sorry, man.
You guys hear
My
me?
bad.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I can
man.
hear you.
Zero Cool said the same thing.
Nope.
I got hundreds of names with this guy, man.
I mean, it's
Bastard.
this is the part, and this is something that I kind of want to put out there because we've talked a lot about the previous guy and everything like that, and I can just imagine, his woes of sorrow of listening to our discussions tonight and everything like that, and honestly, all you got to do is go away, dude. You got the opportunity to sit down at the table, do what's right, talk with Nick. I'm, me, and I think a lot of people are going to go in the direction of what Nick's vision is. I'm going that way. And we stop talking about you all day long. You go do your thing. You do the right thing with the negotiation. Everybody parts ways. People go with where they want to, they feel comfortable and everything like that. And there'd be no need for us to talk about it anymore. We're not going to forget about, like I said, my tokens will be fairly happy being in the Vulcan blockchain and being used as a defense fund for whoever wants to pursue legal action and create like a multi-sig or something, and they can just decide how those funds are going to be used to do whatever. But we don't need to be talking about you. But don't go away, man.
We don't need to at all.
Yeah.
I mean, you're exactly right, Chris. We can just stop talking about you, but lawyer up.
Yeah.
Lawyer up. All that money that you stole, you're going to need it because the lawyers. It's going to be in your lawyer's pockets at the end of the day. It's okay. It's okay.
Right.
Whatever it takes.
You have a whole community over there that want to see that be launched, and a bunch of people, even the people that you say that are loyal to you now, that are in that Discord. I mean, I don't agree with them, but I certainly sympathize with them. And if they want to stick there and do that, they want you to do the right thing too. They want you to do the right thing. Do the right thing for all people and everything like that. And then, whatever happens later on with any kind of defense fund or anything like that, that's you guys can figure that out. I mean, my whole thing is that we have no problem moving on to our phase, and then there's no need for us to even be talking about anything that you're doing. But when you do things like you've done this last week, and this looks like a whole setup for all this time, I mean, not sure what the plan was that you were going to start hammering Nick about and everything like that. You know, that to me was like it's a non-issue, especially after he did his AMA where he's like, this is a plan that I have. I'm willing to talk to you guys about it, and we can move forward. We can try to move forward. He was going a different way, you know, but you decided that you want to you want to still be relevant and everything like that, when it was like literally you could come out and say anything you want about Nick. This group over here, we're not even listening to what you got to say, because I truly feel, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, if we have a concern with what Nick's past or what he charged here or there, we'll ask him and we'll get our information from him. We don't need to get it from you.
Right.
So,
Yep. Right.
100%.
Do you guys
150%.
Yeah,
It's not our fault. It's not our fault you agreed to that. What's that?
what's that, buddy?
Do you guys think they're gonna do it like a DAO vote to see what? So, for example, Nick is gonna come out to see the terms. You know, he's gonna come out and say the terms that they worked out together, and if we don't like.
So I think basically Compton's asking if Nick's going to make the deal himself, or if he's going to have us vote for whatever him and Brian are negotiating, like a DAO vote.
Yeah, I think that to me personally, I think the DAO is like down the road with this.
I
thing.
agree.
I'll leave it up to Nick. I mean,
I'm with you. I put
Mhm.
enough faith and trust in Nick that he's going to do right by the community. He hasn't steered us wrong yet.
well, it's his vision. So if
correct.
he thinks, if he's in
Correct.
there negotiating and he feels like he walked out and he can't do his vision, then it's like, okay,
Yep.
he's got to reassess. But if
Yeah.
if he feels comfortable, it's like, okay, this allows us to do this. We won't get this. We will get that. You know, whatever.
Exactly, Chris. Yeah.
If he feels comfortable with it and we come out, then let's start structuring, you know, doing his vision. He starts to DAO and he starts to different things. You know, I'm gonna be there. That's
Well, and like you
whatever.
said, in a negotiation, each one's got to feel like they're giving up something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
For it to be a completely fair negotiation without any hard feelings, anybody feeling that they got taken advantage of.
Well, because
yeah.
then the process ends up with somebody
Correct.
comes out of there.
Yep.
One entity comes out of there feeling like they lost.
They
then
got boned.
Then the problem is they can't find other ways to get back
Yep.
at them, and then
Yep.
more legal stuff, and then down
Yep.
the road something comes up, and it's all
Correct.
like, you know.
Yep. You are correct, my friend. So yeah, but no, I think I don't think Nick gives the community a vote on this. I think Nick figures it out. He's sitting down with the co-founders, with Brian, with Jason, Adrian and Damian. They're gonna hash it all out. And if Nick feels like, just like Chris said, if he feels like he can move forward with his vision and what he's trying to do, there's enough liquidity there. There's enough money to do what he needs to do, then Nick's going to roll with it as long as he feels like it's fair to the community. And Nick has my support 150%. I know you've said that as well, Chris, and I know you feel that way, Kryptonian. So,
I think we should wrap it up soon. Do you want to just go right in while you're talking right now? Kind of some final thoughts and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much covered everything. I mean, I was floored when BL came back in. I was literally floored. I think I texted all you guys. I'm like, can you believe this?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
I can't make this up. And then the fact that you had Bixbite and you had Jason trying to throw Nick under the bus, again, to me, it was laughable. Like, you're not proving anything. You're not showing me anything that we didn't already know. Nick didn't do anything wrong besides take money that you promised him and hit his milestones, and you paid him out. If he didn't hit his milestones and you paid him out, that's your own dumbass fault. Like, then your whole team's incompetent at that point. So I was kind of floored with that too. Like, what are you guys trying to get at? You know, and then showing me transactions of where he sent the money after you paid him. That's not your business. It's not my business. Like I said, he can spend it on hookers and cocaine for all I care. It's his money at that point. He earned it. Yeah. So what are you guys trying to get at? It's like they were grasping at straws. It was almost pathetic. It was almost pathetic. And then to have BL jump back in, that was the final straw.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was almost a slap in the face, if that makes sense. And honestly, super disappointed in Jason. At one point, he commented to me in the Discord when we were going back and forth because I wasn't having it when he was throwing Nick under the bus. And he's like, "Oh, I would have expected better from you." Well, Jason, playing biatch, I can tell you this. I definitely expected better from you from some of the private conversations we've had and from the person you pretended to be. You're one of the most fake people I've ever met.
Pretended is a good word.
Yeah. Person you pretended to be. You showed where your loyalties lie. You and Stinky Brian have a great life. We're coming for that ass.
Yep.
You know, and then to hold up, the other thing that got me too is you're holding up our money. That's not your money. You might have bought a node. I'm sure you got a discount though. Especially knowing what I know now, I wouldn't be surprised if Brian just gave it to you. I find it hard to believe you put any of your own money up.
Yeah, well, the whole thing, and I know you're trying to do your final words, but I just want to
It's
say
all good.
real quick that the whole thing, the whole premise of this was that we believed that Brian was off the multi-sig,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well, Jason said he was.
Right. So that
Jason
didn't
said
happen.
he was.
Then we thought that we were doing a community vote, and what the community decided after that happened that Nick would be put on the multi-sig.
Yep.
Nick was going to go to Dubai. He's going to create an entity, and all those things were happening. And before leading up to the vote, we were never told that wasn't going to happen. I personally was told that was going to happen.
Right.
So
we were never told, "Hey, I've been suspecting Nick didn't deliver, but we paid him anyway for months."
Yeah, yeah. But I was told personally that that's what was going to happen.
Yep.
You know, by people in authority,
Mhm.
and then all that, and then to come to find out that okay, Brian was never taken off the multi-sig. So wait a minute, what you made? I don't know. I can't say that I've actually seen the place where it was, but we were led to believe that that's what happened. So
Yep.
okay, so all those things don't happen, and you know, it's like, okay, what do you want me to say? I mean, what the heck, you know? And then you come in here and you're like, well, we should have an AMA with Brian. Wait, Brian's back? Wait, what? And then it's like, yeah, Brian's going to have an AMA, and he's going to have, and this is a part that kind of bothers me because the way that it was announced and everything like that, I don't know about Elliot, I don't know about Nacho, and I don't know about Bix. I know Bix. I've talked to her and everything like that, and I can understand some of the things she's saying. You know, some of the things I completely disagree with, but you know, she seems like she's
respectable when she talks.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I get what you're saying.
So you got Nacho, you got Elliot, and you got Caitlin, right? And he puts out something naming all of them. Basically, I don't know what if they knew about it or not, but they're being dragged in it. Like, okay, these guys are going to be here to defend me so that we can trash Nick, and it's like,
whoa, that was a 180 there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Wait a minute, he wasn't there a couple of days ago. Then all of a sudden he's back, and now we're going to be getting together, and it made the impression that Bix, Nacho, and Elliot were helping.
110%. Yeah.
How it works out, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know, that they'll figure it out. But you're speaking to like you know, there's hardly any people over there that are even. If they're listening, then good for them and everything like that. But
sure,
I just
sure.
There,
no, I mean you're right, and like I said, Jason showed where his loyalties lie. He showed he doesn't have integrity. He showed he's a liar. There's two things I hate in this world, and it's a liar and a thief. And those two are both of those things. You are the two things I hate most in this life. So, yeah. Again, showed that you have no integrity, showed the type of person that you are. You're just as bad, if not worse, than BL.
Yeah, liars and thieves stop progress, man. Stop progress. You know, they not only steal money, but they or steal whatever assets they're stealing, but they also steal the joy from people, man, and the hope.
110%, man.
And I think that's worse than anything because
I would rather you tell me something I don't want to hear, or that's why I appreciate people that speak their mind. I don't do fake very well personally. I don't do fake very well. So if you're the type of person that maybe even if you come off a little bit abrasive or you're harsh, or I respect that, or you tell me things that maybe even about myself that I don't want to hear, but you're true, and you speak from the heart, and it's what you actually feel. I respect that 110%. But fake, I don't do that very well. And those two guys, they're the fakest mofos I've ever seen.
Hey guys,
And,
I gotta bounce. So bye.
yeah, I'm right there with you, Terry. I'm wrapping it up here, brother.
My wife walked in and said, "You gotta go." So
yeah,
Don't make her upset.
So bye.
Take it easy,
buddy.
brother. Take it easy, brother.
Terry,
NR,
good seeing you, man.
NR, somebody sent me a message, said, "Hey, tell NR to check his DMs and everything like that." So
yeah, I definitely will. But yeah, I got to jump off of here, my damn self. But yeah, like I said, man, I don't do fake very well. This whole shenanigans, I know the community's over it. This was just one last ditch attempt for BL and Jason to grab onto something, because as Chris said, they saw everything slipping away. His top 10 wallets, any last grab at that liquidity. Best case, it would have been locked up in a stalemate in perpetuity. So yeah, so this is their last attempt to get something. Unfortunate, and that's another reason I'm so pissed off at Jason, is because he's allowing BL to take some of the community's money. BL didn't earn that money. It's not BL's money. It's not Jason's money. It's everybody that watches these lives, everybody that's in that Discord, everybody that said they lost money in Seifu and in the sacrifice, and everybody got dumped on by Brian, and it just pisses me off, man. And for this dude to come in and say, "I'm gonna be your savior," oh
That
man.
bastard.
Let's just say I hit the punching bag.
bro.
Yeah, I had to hit the punching bag a little bit. Let's say that, because I was kind of heated, man. And
That did happen.
and then when I went into Vulcan and voiced my concerns, I got banned immediately. Immediately got banned.
I don't have any respect for that. I mean,
No, not at all.
like I said, you can even come on mine if you're respectful and you disagree with me and everything
Sure.
like that. I mean, what a couple weeks ago, weren't we called cowards or something? Or I was called a coward and stuff. It's like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna ban you for
we
it.
can
I disagree
agree
with
to
you.
disagree. Yeah, we can agree. We can have an adult conversation,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, any relationship comes down to communication.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Do you guys even think going on or no? At this point, I believe that, because look, Plan B could never confirm or agree that Brian Legend was a thief, right? Never confirmed that. So I don't even think there's an investigation going on at this point, man. I think we all been lied to. And I'm gonna be honest, when that Coffee Crypto or Brew DeFi,
CoffeeZilla?
I'm sure she would just Brew Discord, the Brew Discord. I'm sure she thought that was going on, because look, all of a sudden everyone was against Nick, but a month ago, the Nick's plan. What a 360.
Yeah, very true. Fowler, are you still there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
You got any final words? Would go to you, Kryptonian, then me, and we'll wrap this thing up and we'll head out for the night. How about that?
I mean, really, the final word should be let's move forward. Let's move forward. Honestly, me personally, I've moved on from, I've already accepted where I'm going. I'm heading with Nick's vision, and once whatever's happening happens, I am saluting the sinking ship and I'm jumping on a ship with that doesn't have any holes in it, and we're gonna start anew, and we're gonna start this voyage, to greater pastures. That's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Kryptonian, what you got, buddy?
Yeah, let's move forward. We'll see what Nick has to offer. Hopefully, it doesn't include Brian Legend, because then I will have issue with that. And back to the jumping on a ship. I'm only going to jump on a ship where the captain isn't known to freaking throw his passengers into the damn sea. Like Brian Legend. So that's why I don't want anything to do with the guy. So I would say this. My last words would be: we hope to see you guys on the blockchain. Inspect what you expect. Trust but verify as always. And no one's coming to save you. You need to be your own hero. And I think we learned that in an extremely profound way. So let's continue to do that. I think a giant has been woken, as I think it was Moki that said that. Someone said that in the chat. They screwed with the wrong community. And we're going to get two things out of this, guys. We will get justice, and we will get the blockchain or a project that we truly hope for. One of those, two of those things are going to happen, I believe. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going with Nick. Whatever we can do, and I'm not in the, I'm not blinded or whatever. Keep my eyes out, and if we see something, and you help me too, that we would like further, clarification on, or that just doesn't sit right, let's have a conversation with Nick. I mean, he's willing to talk to us and everything like that. I think that's great. I want the success for everybody, and I'm here to help and everything. So I mean, I honestly feel like is if we're honest and transparent all the way through, this is going to work out, and we're good, and we just keep doing that, and we do things that make our world and our family and friends a lot better. So, but enough with the speeches. You guys have a great week. If you got anything that comes up and you want to talk to me or whatever, reach out. I'll be there. And in the Discords, usually Brewfied, and the other guys too, and New Name and all that. So if you, I'll be around. So take care, be safe, and take care of each other, guys.